What the hell happened with the damn time countdown? That countdown, I don't know. Maybe I was drinking. I don't know what the hell that happened with it. Dadman Walking 55 coming to you live on YouTube and Twitch. We are now at 701 subscribers. Yay! We hit 700, down to 699, then up to 701. We'll see how that goes. So that means if we hold it, we'll have to have a 700 celebration at some point in the future. That being said, not sure what we're going to do tonight. I got something or two. We'll see what we got. We'll kind of ramble, kick around the place. Maybe we'll do some, if we get enough people in here, we'll do somewhere in the USA, but we'll see how this goes tonight on a Wednesday night. Share it out. The tweet is out. Share out the link and everything. Let's bring us a party here. But good to see everybody here tonight. Let me first bring in somebody that's become a stalwart on Wednesday nights and usually on Fridays when I can do it. It's the great Wes Cagle. Hey, Mr. Protect Your Nuts. How are you tonight?
Hey, Dadman, how's it going? Everybody in the chat, how you doing? You ready to chase some squirrels?
Yep. I hope y'all can take us in some cool directions tonight because I need help.
Yeah, don't we all? Don't we all? I've been being told I need help since I've been in high school. That I just keep escaping. They haven't built a mental institution that can hold me yet.
There you go. Fight the power. There you go. All right. Well, let's bring in my next visitor. He's our young adopted son. He's coming in tonight, having some fun with us, and he's always fun for some laughs and a sidetrack and running off in Fortnite. It's a great Agent Atwood. Hey, Atwood.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up? How y'all doing?
I got melted ice cream, melted vanilla ice cream, because the missus left it in the other freezer where it's like a brick. Now it's melting around the sides on my desk here, so I'm going to have to probably put it back up in a second. But I got just enough to tease me. That's the problem.
Don't you just love that?
Well, that's the official serving size. You ever see serving sizes on things? It wouldn't be enough to feed a mouse.
Yeah, exactly. It says you read the thing on the chip bag and it says or no crackers. It says 4 crackers. Who eats 4 crackers? Come on.
Well, I will tell you, this is Bluebell ice cream, and when you can get it on sale, it was it's really a good deal if you can get it on sale because it says still half a gallon because it's not that stupid Breyers half gallon that's really a pint,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Exactly.
That's that shrinkflation.
I like Snickers candy bars. You big. Or take your large soda at any friggin' fast food restaurant. Big. Then we're gonna shrink it.
Yep.
It becomes the size of the medium used to be.
Yep. We haven't raised our prices in 10 years, but God, it's not the same size though, is it?
No, what the hell did I do with my phone? I think I left my phone in the other room. Shoot, I'm gonna have to walk over there in a second.
You did to me.
I did what?
You did to me. You did something I would.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I got to put the ice cream back up. This is gonna leave ice cream on my desk because I don't know where it's melting from, around the sides, the lid, or something. So I'm gonna have to run back in just a second while y'all carry on. But let's say hi to the chat real quick. Legatus Legionize is here. Hey, good to see you. And his twin buddy, Sort Poopus Cuber. Hello, humans and other critters are here tonight. The dynamic duo of mods and wrenches in the chat. They're a lot of fun to watch. And on tonight's show, we'll discover Dadman has recovered from the celebration of yesterday. Because of it, Dadman is in doghouse for it. Bah, ha, ha, ha. No, actually, last year's birthday stream was insane because Mrs. had a lot of guests coming in and out. And Atwood, I think you probably were there, and it was I worked harder last year than I did my full-time job, just working people on and out in the background, and that was crazy. But yes, thank you everybody last night. Thank you for the gifts all day yesterday. Don't forget you can continue super chats for Mrs. You can also support her on Ko-Fi, where she keeps more of the money. But hey, thank you for everybody that's contributed because it's meant a world to her today. But no, I'm in no doghouse. No, you don't need them tonight. I'm not going to use any unicorn songs tonight. So, all right. Like Wes says, let's chase some squirrels. Yes, and Snorter Poops already said squirrel. Legata says, Snort, I thought you used to streak some seals. You need earplugs for this. So, And Jess, hi Jess, how are you? Good to see you tonight. Hope you are doing well. Buddy Hepburn, howdy to you. Good to see you tonight. Hopefully you're doing well. And there you go. Like Jess says, follow me on Twitter for stream updates. Yes, because it's more reliable than the YouTube notifications. So go there. How about that? And hi, Sci-Fi Mombi. Good to see you tonight. How are you doing? JPRPH1. Hello. How are you, JPRPH1? Or I guess Georgia. So Snorter Poop has said it depends. Are they Florida crackers or Georgia crackers? And
just crackers in general, man.
I want, squirrel white ones from Doomicorns. Nah, but hey, let's welcome another member to the panel. It will be a full sausage party now tonight. No ladies tonight. We got Mark D with a seed tonight. How are you, Mark?
I'm feeling very good. Hello. Good to see you guys. Yep. I'm
feeling Mark. Nuts. What's up?
Yeah.
How's it going?
Yeah.
So we're all nuts here, right?
Absolutely. But Mark, what's up with you? What have you been doing lately? Go ahead and vamp for about 2 minutes while I put this ice cream up real quick.
Oh, you're sending me some ice cream? Oh God, yeah. No, well, what I've been working, I got a new paint booth spray for my airbrush, so when I spray my 3D prints, I don't inhale dangerous fumes. So, but the fan was so damn loud, so I got to do a project. Maybe tomorrow I'll stream it, trying to put a speed controller. I got a new fan and a speed controller, exciting stuff, and so you can like turn the fan down, so it's not making you go deaf, at the same time. So I'm trying to. Exciting stuff like organize my comic books and bag and board them, and then getting ready for Sunday Night Geekery, figuring out what I'm going to talk about. So,
so bag and board, is that anything like against the Geneva Convention, like waterboarding, or is it?
Only if you do it it's okay if you do it to comics. If you do it to people, you could be in big trouble.
Oh darn! Okay, well, hey, that could be interesting, but
unless you're the NSA.
We got really dark really quickly, and I'm kidding. To the galactic. Oh shoot! Had the phone. I finally found my phone. There it is. The galactic overlords that are watching everything. That was only a joke. So
I'm only bag and board comics. I mean,
exactly, exactly. And hell to Fallout Dave. Welcome in, dude. Welcome in. Good to see you tonight. Let's see who we got here. We got 8 here. Fallout Dave says, "Now you tell us, Mark." That's why I always say, damn it, Mark, because it's like, every stream, Mark kind of takes over. It's damn it, Mark. When it's like, when something goes wrong, we're like, damn it, Mark, even when you're not there. How'd you like playing with, Mark's only got a limited time with us, so I'm kind of focusing with him first, if y'all don't mind. But how was it to play with the missus last night on the birthday stream? I know you came in late after I went to bed.
Birthday. Yeah, she's the big YouTuber now. Wow, she's got a ton of subs, which is awesome, well deserved. So she was pretty happy, and we didn't win any. Did we win one? I don't think. I don't even care if I won it.
Yeah, we didn't any when I was there.
Yeah. So
Oh my gosh. Well, that's okay. But hey, DJ Knight, Jerry Ryan beams in. Ha! There's just in perfect timing for you, Mark, at the Star Trek. So yes, exactly. And Dad fired up now, killed 4 sweats to get VR. Yes, all right, you finally did it, Fallout Dave. That is awesome. So make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. I'm at 701, woohoo! So 700 sub celebration has coming.
You got knocked out of the 700 club then?
Yeah, well, I fell to 699. Then it was like, what the heck? I was like, false advertising. But before I forget, I want to share this particular meme to people that
Dave, that was not me. That was not me. Fallout Dave. I promise.
No, that's probably misses. Well, I don't know. Or Stunning. If Stunning was around. If Stunning was around with a shockwave grenade, Stunning does that to people. So
yeah, because he did it to me several times.
Yeah. Well, I think he did it intentionally to you, but so. But hey, Mark. Yeah, Mark, what is the most classic? And I know I see Sci-Fi Mombi out there. I know Snorter Poopers. I know we got some Trek people out there tonight. What is the classic Star Trek ship that we all know and love back from the original?
Well, series? The originals. Well, I mean, you've obviously got the Enterprise, right? The original TOS Enterprise. That's the classic. No bloody A, B, C, or D, as Scotty says, right? So and then you've got the other classic design is the the Romulan ship, the Romulan bird of, I guess they called it the bird of prey back then, even though the the movie one is more, with the green with the attack arms, but famously the model designer, it was very complicated. But you read about it, he wasn't in the Union. I believe he's a Korean gentleman. I can picture his name, but I don't want to say it wrong. And he designed the communicator and the tricorder and did a lot of stuff, but he wasn't in the Union, so it was a conflict. So about whether he could get credit or get paid. So then he smashed the bird of praise. That's it.
No,
So,
it's not a bra size Fallout, Dave. Stop that. So, but anyway. Yeah, so it's the classic one with the saucer with the two. I guess what are those? I mean,
the cells. Yeah.
The cell.
The classic Constitution class.
Is it called the cell? CELL.
NACELLES. I can't spell usually, but I can spell nacelle.
Nacelle. Okay, nacelle. Okay, because they come up off like a V off the back, right?
Just kidding.
Okay.
Nichelle
there you go. Warp nacelles. Okay. Well, I had to borrow this from the missus because I don't know if you saw it. I don't know if some people saw this today. Well, I think it was actually yesterday, and she shared it yesterday morning and last night. But listen, wouldn't you love to have a birthday cake that is the Star Trek Enterprise, the original, Mark?
I would, but how could I eat it?
Yeah, yes, but not the one you're about to show.
Well, yeah, because
it would be awesome, I guess.
Yeah, but here, somebody only had one job. You have one job. Do you read it?
Yeah.
Enter ship.
Oh, no. Well, I do praise that ship a lot.
Star Prize Enter ship.
That's awesome. Oh my God.
Yes, Mrs. did this, and we didn't see in the chat. It was like, I know you came in late last night too. And it's like we just had to share that to you. No mirror verses, no mirror verses, no time travel, no. That's so funny, but I knew you'd get a kick out of it. The other one actually, I'm like it. I mean, it's not a bad image for as a cake making.
It's the refit. Well, it could be the original, the motion picture. It depends on the paint scheme.
Yeah.
Paint scheme was different from the movie to Wrath of Khan, but that's for us geeks and nerds, Star Trek experts to worry about.
Yeah, still not the. It might not be the A because the A didn't come till Star Trek 4, the end of Star Trek 4, right?
Yep. Until it was, but
I've always wondered this. Which of the shows are your favorite? Like, which, if you had to pick?
Well, the original is my favorite. If you're asking me, the original is my all-time favorite. Yeah,
okay. How about between Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and Enterprise? Because obviously the original did the best.
Deep Space Nine, Voyager. Oh, you're leaving out TNG. Deep Space Nine, Voyager, and Enterprise, I guess, because Deep Space Nine is really well acted, but it's not enough exploring for me.
I love DS9, man. It's so good. I agree. That's the one I watched the most growing up. I love that one.
So I grew up watching the original series, but there's not enough explore. The characters are great, and the relationships are fantastic. I love. And I feel like
it's the only one. It's the ones where it's the only one where like you've seen the least in other shows. Like on all the other shows, you've seen a lot of them come back, but like none of the DS9 crew has come back. I guess you can't say
well, Worf doesn't count because he's on
because he's on TNG. Yeah. He's on TNG. You can't count him.
Let me say hello to Teresa. Miss Martin Muses, welcome. Hello, wave at you. How are you tonight? Good to see you. You're up tonight. All right. Coming through, waving with the rose. All right. And we've had her on a Wednesday night here and there before, so it's great to see you, Teresa. Yeah, we're all dudes tonight. The missus is not here tonight, and she's with my mom again. So, so it's just the dudes. Yeah, exactly. Now, see, I guess Voyager is one that causes some division, I think, right? I mean, there are people that like it, the people that hate it.
Well,
Voyager's not. I don't mind it.
All right.
It's all right.
It's better than New Trek.
Yeah, well, New Trek.
Anything's better than New Trek. Anything's better than the only
Voyager's
thing.
Not. Yeah. Go ahead. Yep.
I'll tell you, the only one of New Trek that I can tolerate was Prodigy. That's the only one I can tolerate.
Yeah.
And notice I used the word tolerate, not,
Oh,
Yeah.
It's just
Walt-
Voyager just is too inconsistent. There's some really good episodes,
Mhm.
but
Yeah, there were
then
some
they-
good episodes.
yeah.
but then they screw. Chicken
screwed
Man
up the
is
very
just a
next
horrible
episode.
character.
Draw that man in a chicken suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Sora Poop said Walter Matt Jeffries designed the original Enterprise. He had some sketch early concepts for ship, one of which eventually became the Daedalus. What the hell is a Star Wars fan talking about Star Trek? But hey, see, I'm always open to anything. So
I tell you, one of my favorite lines from DS9 will always be when Rom's about to get married and he's freaking out and he's just like, "I don't have enough closet space." I don't know why, but the way he delivers that line, just cracks
closet
me up every-
space.
Yeah,
Hey.
where he's getting married and he's freaking out.
Yeah.
I think it
Dadman,
was in season 5.
Dadman, highlight that comment by Jess again about the Enterprise and the song.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Kick it.
did you guys know the theme actually has lyrics to it?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, Gene Roddenberry wrote lyrics so that he could get a copyright, so he can get royalties, whether it's the lyric version or not.
Yep. He did that for money. Yep.
Yep.
Wow. Well, I got something for you cat fans out here. Speaking of Trek, we'll take a look here. Hey, here's a meme here. Live long and prosper.
That's hilarious.
Snorter Poopas didn't like Voyager. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like Voyager. So,
I just didn't like
gosh,
King
Fallout
Jango,
Dave.
so.
I almost believe that for a second. Fallout Dave. But I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. Yeah, there once was a spaceship with magical. I'm trying to make it fit.
That's funny.
But then again, this seems kind of like
Dave,
this-
Enterprise was
this-
okay. Dave.
Jess
no,
thinks
that
it may have
one.
been from Enterprise. Okay, because that was the Scott Bakula one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. yeah.
Okay, all right. See,
That one wasn't bad.
it's scary what I remember and
good at
recall
that,
on
man.
that preface. It's scary what I remember on the edges, but I forget taking out the trash. So
You're
is this
darn
true?
good, that man.
Yeah, thank you. When someone doesn't like Star Trek, that's kind of like your agonizer please when you've been like, when I've said something, it's like,
Yeah.
and everybody's shaking their hair like, your agonizer please.
You're not allowed to not like Star Trek.
Now,
No.
that your agonizer please was what? That was that parallel universe, right?
That was a mirror
Okay.
episode.
Yeah.
Yep. That was Clobbertime's favorite episode of all time, the mirror episode. Yep.
Ah.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, that cake, I tell you, was still.
That looked awesome. Yeah.
I'm
Probably
not singing it
tasted good.
tonight.
Oh, but you made a point to sing it last night.
No, heck yeah. It was playing in my head the whole damn
No.
way down. I restrained because it was her stream, not mine.
You didn't restrain. You didn't restrain at all.
That was restraint. That was
No.
restraint. You know what's
Uh,
restraint is not watching the Kardashians. But hey, we got a parody show of it.
Tonight.
On the next
is-
episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, see, Star Trek predicts everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Kardashians first. Yep.
Yep.
I
Snorter
always,
Pubis.
what was his name? I always forget his name.
Garrick.
Garrick. Yeah. No,
Garrick.
not Garrick. The other. one.
Ducat, Gold Ducat.
Gold
Yeah.
Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, wow. There we go.
I remember Garrick. The only reason I remember his name is because there's a character in Mortal Kombat named Jarek. That's the only reason I know it.
I like Garrett.
Wow.
Garrett might have been my favorite character from Deep Space Nine.
Yeah.
I like
it was
Garrett.
good.
Good Taylor
Either-
too.
Yes, he was.
And I will do one for Sci-Fi Mombi out here. Now, you guys here, what do y'all think of the Orville? I tried to watch first season, but just like got busy, I didn't keep up with it.
It's what
But-
it's what New Trek should have been.
Okay, Wes Cagle, what do you think?
I've never really watched it. I'm not. I don't know. I'm driven. I should probably give it a chance. It's got Norm in it, and I love Norm Macdonald.
Yeah.
But what's his name? I mean, I like the cartoons he made, Seth MacFarlane. But he shot his mouth off recently about a lot of things, and it just kind of turned me off. I've got to learn to separate the people and their personal lives with what they do, on screen. I really need to learn to do that, but I have a hard time
It's tough
sometimes.
I
Yeah,
understand.
Especially lately.
yeah.
Mark, what do you think? What do you think?
I really like season 1 and 2. Season 3 went off the rails in some episodes, especially with what you're talking about with Seth and his personal views. It was too obvious too, right? That's the beauty of Star Trek, where you could, it was always quote unquote political or had a message, but you
I
could
don't like
debate
when
what
people
that
do it.
message was. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's still generally accepted as better than anything
Oh,
new
yeah.
Trek, right?
Yeah, that and
1 and 2 are
that
really good. Yeah. Season
that
one
and they
was-
weren't bashing you over the head with it either.
Okay,
True.
well, listen, for the purposes of this thing, and a joyous meme, and I hope Sci-Fi Mommy is still there, but just for her, Seth MacFarlane himself, that look you get when you realize you created the better Star Trek series.
Well,
Yeah.
he did create out of all the new stuff. I mean, the third season you can, argue about, and the
But one
beginning
and
it was
two,
a little bit too. It's a little bit too. What would you call it? Too much comedy in the first
Too
few
much
episodes.
comedian. Yeah, too much comedic
but then
content.
he finally he finds his footing. He
Yeah.
finds
The
his
only
footing.
the only season you can argue is decent in New Trek was Picard season 3. And
Yeah, and I didn't like
really
that one, but a lot of people did. Yeah.
Well, the only reason they like it is for all the member berries.
Yeah. Well, look at Star Wars. Star Wars is nothing but member berries.
There is no new Star Wars.
Yeah, there is.
Speaking of,
I mean, who would have ever thought I'd be sitting here talking about Star Trek on my show?
I'm a
being
bad
Star Wars
influence.
fan. I mean,
speaking of which,
yeah.
Dadman, there was an article I read, and if you have a Roku, they have a channel on there. You can watch the theatrical version of Star Wars, the original Star
Oh, they
Wars.
deleted that.
Of course they did.
But I think they re-added it.
Oh, they re-added? I heard they
I
deleted
think
it.
they
Oh,
did.
that's cool.
It's like everything else. Timing is what it is. So
It's in a state of it's one of those things where they'll take it down, but then they'll find a way to re-add it. That's what it is.
Well, I'm going to move on a little bit now with Mark here still, since he's with limited time, because we one thing. Oh gosh, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the cutest alien of them all?
Oh, any alien that's green.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. Yes, it's Dallas after the Who Shot JR stuff.
Speaking of the green aliens,
Right,
Mark,
Bobby.
I want to know. A lot of people have been talking about this a little bit. They brought up the I forget which stream they were talking it on. I think it was Jill's stream this afternoon. They were talking about the Orion women. Which one do you like better, the one from the cage, or the one from Whom Gods Destroy?
Well, that happens to be Batgirl. So
Yeah.
so wowzers, right? I mean,
Yes, that's
you're
the one
talking
I choose.
Batgirl
Wowzer.
versus yeah, that's a tough. They're both pretty awesome, but I'd have to go with Batgirl because
Batgirl.
yeah, just
Yeah.
Absolutely.
By the way, this is another cake the missus found that I thought of interest that she wants. How you can tell you're getting older.
That's just wrong. That is
oh, that's
wrong.
so horrible. I wish I heard her mention that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, yeah, she wants that cake. I don't know how much it's going to cost me, but it's really a neat thing, especially when you got a sick sense of humor. So,
Yeah. Well, think of this, Dadman. If you didn't have sick sense of humor, why would we even be here?
It's warped. We probably should say warped.
Warp.
Warp,
Yes.
yep.
Yes.
I mean, my saying literally is make chaos break the rules it bind. Come on.
No, well, we're not too into chaos. We're organized chaos. So hey,
That's
Storm
wrong,
Nicholas
though.
reminds us there were Orion women on Enterprise.
Yes,
doesn't
there were.
matter.
There was an episode with 3 of them on there. Yeah.
Organized chaos or
that's
not, it's still chaos.
But what are Orion women? I'll have to take a look at that.
Oh, they're the green women.
The green women.
Yeah.
Green women, yeah. They can they have pheromones that kind of make you extra attracted to them. That's
That sounds. Well,
they need the help,
what did happen? Did I kick Atwood by accident?
You kick someone.
If I did,
Oh,
Atwood,
no.
I'm sorry. That's my fault. If I did, it's
Dadman bad.
yeah, I'm
I just
sorry
sent
if I
you
did
another.
that.
I sent you another picture of a birthday cake that my wife just sent me today. As a
Oh,
as
well,
a hint
if you don't
on the
mind, can you
Twitter.
share it from your screen?
Yeah, I can share it from my screen.
Yeah,
Yep,
it
let me
might be
just,
easier from that side.
No, that's okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me just
bring
open it in
Atwood.
the tab.
Yeah,
so,
Atwood.
There
Sorry
you
about that, dude.
No, I did an idiot. I clicked on a bookmark and not thinking what tab I was on,
Oh,
and
you
it
hit the
changed.
wrong tab. Yep,
And it changed. So
that happens. Yep, yep.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I was moving the cursor at the moment, so that's why I was wondering.
yeah,
Oh, it's
you're
these
good.
these chicks.
It's these chicks.
Oh, I got you. Well, I tell you what, because when you look at them, because they're green and all like that,
Yeah.
all I can think of Prince Zizor from Star Wars. You know,
Yeah,
he's
the one
green and stuff like that. And
the one with that pink background, that's the Batgirl one. The one next to her on the right is
Yvonne Craig,
yes,
Yvonne Craig,
and the
yep.
one to the right is the one from the Cage.
The Cage. Yep, yep.
Oh wow, Slave Girl, yeah, wow, look at that. And there's so that okay, so that's interesting. So now they look like mini Hulks to me, but at least they won't. At least they weren't twerking back then and being silly. So, we talked. Even what is she called? Hulk Junior, She-Hulk,
She-Hulk,
right?
yes.
She-Hulk.
Boy,
Yep.
did any of y'all
Okay.
try to get in that show?
It was
No.
all right. I mean,
Mark,
I
what?
liked it.
loved
Listen,
it. Most people
here,
didn't like it.
folks, if you want to hear an unbiased review, Mark D with C is the one person in the whole world you should listen to, because this man watches everything and anything. If he will not watch it, if he gives up on it, then it's really, really bad, because he's been very honest with a lot of stuff,
Who?
even when people like stuff he doesn't.
Who is it?
But
Who is it we're talking about?
Mark,
Oh, yeah.
Mark D with C,
I'm
yeah.
too honest.
Because
Yep.
he tries to give everything the benefit of the doubt. But where did it fail for you, Mark?
Well, the jokes didn't land, and it was just too trying to be too comedic, and it didn't go like the Tick route where it was really hysterical and a total spoof. And She-Hulk did have a huge element of humor in her comics. You can't deny that, but just the humor was a miss. And I know Retroblasting, great guy, really liked it, but it's just like they made fun of the one of the what was the Wrecking Crew. Like they made fun of the Wrecking Crew, which is a kick-ass villains that fought the Hulk. And it's just and then they made fun of Doomcock, and they're attacking the audience, and it's just like internet trolls, and part of that you're seeing too. I think Daredevil's not doing that well ratings wise, and I think they've turned Star Wars into a girls brand, and I think the guys are staying away. So like Daredevil's a quote unquote guys show, doesn't mean that the ladies can't enjoy it, but.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say, I think they've turned guys off from Disney so much that they're not showing up to watch Daredevil, which is insane. I mean,
you get tired. You keep waiting for that to be ruined and stuff. Yeah, it says you keep ripping every franchise down. Indy's been ripped down. Luke Skywalker is no more, and Han Solo is. You get tired of it, and then they keep focusing on what they want to instead of just making the product and letting it flow the way it is.
True. Yeah.
One of the beauties of Star Wars was that they had, the leads were humans, but you had all these other aliens and stuff, and then all of a sudden it's like everything that came out with the mouse, like you don't see as many aliens, or if they are, they're just stuck in the background. Or we get Peanut Guy from the Rise of Palpatine. Peanut Guy, he looks like the phallic symbol. I like the guy, but it was like, take care, Sci-Fi Mommy. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.
Bye, Mommy.
Yes, don't forget to take. Oh God, I'll have to figure out that name. But he looks like a big phallic symbol, and it was like had no arms, but he was a mechanic on the Millennium Falcon. Like, why?
How?
No. Force sensitive, but yeah, it's Yeah,
what was the guy that was the brick or the rock that was in that new stuff?
Oh, Geode.
Geode. And he was a living rock or something?
Yes, he was a living rock. Yeah.
And how did was he a mechanic too, or?
I don't know.
I thought that was a Pokemon character.
No, yeah. Geodude is. Geodude is, but Geode was interesting. Well, let me show the picture of Mark's cake because I want to get into something else before he has to leave. So, but hey, nice.
That's good.
So that nice. For the birthday cake for someone who loves to shop. So I don't know if that's a hint from my wife or and
I love the
who
chocolate.
gets-
That's a lot of chocolate.
yeah. Who gets
Buddy
an
said
Amazon package every
Geode
day?
was the navigator.
Oh,
Hey,
now
Geode was the
goddess.
navigator. Yep, that's right.
with no arms and legs. Yeah, I'm getting
Oh,
everyone hungry. Yep.
Snort of Poopus, Geode was written out of the series when he got stoned.
But
Nice, nice. I love that chocolate though. That looks like one of those Pepperidge Farms chocolate type cakes with a package. That's neat
You
packaging.
can eat the label, I guess, too. It looks.
I
like,
guess
right?
so. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You can eat pretty
That's
cool. But
cool.
someone's gonna be pissed. They're gonna report their boxes not being delivered.
The cake was supposed to be inside the box, not the box. But yeah,
Right? Yeah.
that's crazy. But
that is detail. That is a label because that barcode, that is a postal service barcode down to the letter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks
Wow.
exact, right? Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
well, I wish the stupid post service would get my damn package here that sat in my town for 3 friggin' days already. It was supposed to be here Friday, and come hear more rants tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. I will be live chilling out with Wes Cagle. We're going to learn more about Wes Cagle, have him one-on-one and stuff. But yeah, I'm sorry. It's like,
Was that the
It
missus'
was-
birthday present that's supposed
yes,
to be
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
God, that's
here? So I asked
terrible.
the
Yes.
missus on your stride. I threw her under the bus. I'm like, under the battle bus. I'm like, what did Dadman get you?
Under the
She's like,
battle
oh, well, we've been together so long. Really, we don't buy
Oh yeah.
gifts.
Well, it's funny today at the security thing to get her an overnight pass. The lady asked us how long we've been married, and she just looks at me like, I'm like, what are you looking at me for? She's like, I'm not good with numbers. Jeez,
oh,
it's
yeah.
like,
That's that anytime that's asked, the wife will immediately look at you and
Yeah.
see if you know, because she already knows.
well, my wife does
Yeah.
not know. She truly is like,
Oh, really?
it's
yes. Yep, she's very detailed, organized, artistic, all that stuff with all this stuff planning on. But numbers, it's her brain dumps. It's like
as long as you don't quote Paul Simmons to her, you're good.
who the hell is Paul Simmons?
Gene
Not
Simmons,
Paul,
too?
Richard Simmons. I mean, I don't know why. I said
Oh,
Richard.
Paul
I don't know why that came out. As long as
Paul
you,
Simmons.
I don't know why that came out. I was looking at something, but anyway, as long as Richard Simmons doesn't come out, you're good.
He said
Well-
Paul Simmons. I thought it was a hybrid between Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley.
Yeah,
I
Gene
know. I was like,
Simmons.
what the?
As long as you don't quote Richard Simmons. You're good.
Oh man. Oh God. See, this would be cool if you got Geode and the Weeping Angels. I will tell you, and I want to
Who
get
would
something else
win?
before we get. I'm like, but I tell you, those Weeping Angels hooked me into the new Doctor Who. It may not have been
Blink.
what a lot of people liked from Doctor Who, but those things gave me more of a modern era of terror. That it was like I could not. Those things freaked me out so much. I wish that they could have used them more, but oh
They
God,
did end up using it a lot later, but no, that episode is one of the episodes I always show to people as a primer to Doctor. If you just want to get them into Doctor Who or give it a shot, I'll always say
Matt Smith.
I'll
is
always
still my
say
favorite.
yeah, that's a good. I mean, even if you don't like Doctor Who or if you just watch that episode, then it's a great it's a great
Yeah.
great
Under
show
which
just on its own.
it hooked me. It hooked me by itself. Yeah.
Under which doctor was that episode?
Tennant.
Yep.
Okay.
David Tennant. Yep.
Okay.
So let me
peak New Who, as Buddy says. Yep, I agree with that. Yep, and follow Dave as well. Yep.
what was
They really hit a trajectory of amazing episodes. Silence of the Library. The episode just kept getting better and better and better. And you're
Mhm.
like,
Oh yeah.
oh,
I know there's probably
so good.
better. There's some good, afterwards. But the only doctor that I know is Tom Baker. So
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
Mrs. favorite doctor. So
A lot of
exactly.
people's, yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
what made him. That's what made the show famous too. Was Tom
Yeah.
Baker, and they were broadcasting it on PBS in the New York area.
Yep.
Yep.
And
I
in the
used to watch
70s,
it.
it's set in the 70s down here too. You had that. And then I was too young to appreciate it. It wasn't my thing, but I mean, it was iconic. I could remember even 40 years later, the dude and like the big fro hair and the scarf. It's like
Yeah.
very, very iconic look that lasted forever. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always on Sunday. I remember seeing it.
it was
Sunday
Saturday
after-
night here.
Was
where
it?
we were.
Okay.
Yep.
I
Yep.
can remember watching on Sundays. After the some of the other cartoons might have played. It was almost it had a very Land of the Lost feel as
Yeah.
far as production.
I tell you, I crap my pants just about on that one. At the end of that damn one, when they're in a hotel and you look out and the friggin' Statue of Liberty is an angel right outside the wall. Oh God,
Yeah.
that was a creepy ass one. But well, let me guys, I want to ask you what kind of board games y'all like. Do y'all have a favorite board game? There's one I want to talk about. Then we can go further into others. But do y'all have any particular? Do y'all like quick play board games? Do you like strategy board
My
games
favorite
or anything?
quick board game is Risk. That's the one I love the most when you just want to play a quick game.
Oh, okay.
No, seriously, the Risk is probably my all-time favorite, the one I played the most. And at summer camp, as a scout, we played that game every night, like for 3 summers in a row. And my friend Rob only lost, I think, 3 times because he was like a Risk genius. But he could have made money as a professional Risk player if there was such a thing. But and Monopoly, we played a lot with friends, and we combined Risk and Monopoly at one point. We called it Riskopoly. And
Nice.
and then I think we threw in another game like Trouble or something in it. Like we had 3 games in I think 3 games in a row. You had to combine everything. So
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, by the way, Snort of Poopus. Yeah, I remember the Empty Child. Yeah, Are You My Mummy? Yeah, that was freaky. Yes, exactly. Oh, Buddy said it takes a minimum week to play Risk. How about you? What type of real quick? What type of games do you like?
The one, what my favorite one, it depends on where you're from, depends on what you call it. But I call it Parcheesi. Others call it Ludo.
Okay.
Depends on where you're from. I love that one. There's one version that they don't make widely available anymore, but it used to be able to play like it's animals. But the other one they have now, it's more popular, is the Royal Edition, where it's just like regular little pawns or whatever. It's where you go around the board and you can capture. You have to go all the way around the board, and then you have to go up this little path to the little like the castle or whatever. I love playing that game.
Yeah. All right, Wes. What about you?
Yeah, I'm more of the I like the strategy games. There were 3, and I think they were, I want to say Milton Bradley. There were 3 board games: Axis and Allies, Conquest of the Empire, and Fortress America. That were really I love playing all 3 of those. They were really good. But the classic. Outside of I obviously played the ones with the counters. I love those, the Rise and Fall of the Third Reich and the Africa Corps. But Risk, yeah, we used to gather all every week. We would get together and play on Saturday night or Friday night, depending on where we could gather at my friend's apartment, and we'd all play Risk. I introduced it to them, and the first two games we played, I crushed everybody. Literally crushed them to oblivion, to the point where everybody, I didn't know this at first, and I couldn't figure out what happened. They all made a pact and said nobody attacks each other until West is dead. Once he's out, then we all attack each other. I'm like, come on. But those games lasted a long time.
I
got
a question. How did you start the beginning of Risk? We always randomly gave out the cards.
Yeah, that's what we did. We gave out the cards, and that's where you got those armies. Then we used to be able to put the remaining armies anywhere you wanted.
Yeah.
We told everybody, okay, your remaining armies got to be divided into 3 bulks, and then you randomly drew a card as to where those went on the ones you already had.
Oh, we never did that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was even more random.
Legatus, Antarctica and the moon.
Oh yeah, there's a Risk version where the moon is involved. Yeah.
Well, he said his brother created his own Risk with 3 times the territories, including.
Oh yeah, well, there was one with the moon. There was one included the moon, but yeah. Well,
I have Lord of the Rings Risk. They came up.
I've seen that. I've seen that one.
Do I have Star Wars Risk or?
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Coming out with different.
Like Monopoly. Like Monopoly, all the versions. Yeah.
Is it
we changed the rules a little bit so that it extended it so the games lasted a lot longer. Because once you're doing the redemptions and they start getting into the high numbers, it's all over. So we said, capped it so that it was only 4 armies for the infantry, 6 armies for the cavalry, 8 armies for the cannon, and if it was a mix, you got 10. So it made it much more difficult.
Well, Snort of Poop is protecting the Arctic Atwood. What were you wanting to say?
Oh well, I was gonna ask something else, but I forgot. But what I
Okay.
was gonna say
Well,
was I did like Monopoly for the console. I like it better than the actual board game.
mhm.
And then I also like this one game called Zombie Side. That one's really fun. Have you ever heard of
Mhm.
that one?
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, I haven't.
Did anyone ever play Empire on the computer?
I think
No.
so.
Game. It's an old
Empire.
early
No.
strategy game. It's so good. Empire was on mainframes at first. Well, I think it was a board
Mhm.
game at first. Maybe I'm
Huh.
trying to remember the history.
No, I
Yeah.
don't.
And then there was a like popular in the 70s and early 80s, but it's like a risk type game. And God, that was good. And Ogre was another game.
Ogre.
Ogre was another great.
All I think is
board game.
Revenge of the Nerds with
Yeah.
Ogre. But let me follow up on
Steve
what.
Jackson.
Let me follow up on what Wes Cagle said. Snore Poopas said, "Don't mention the Kriegsmarine to Dadman because they were cannon fodder to me in that one match."
The Kriegsmarine? The Kriegsmarine
Yeah.
is the Kriegsmarine. It had some. Well, it depends on what game you're playing. I mean,
I
if
played
you're
Axis
playing-
and Allies and I sacrificed the Kriegsmarine, and I never heard of it. But here, folks, is the 1980s version of
That's
Axis
the good
and
one.
Allies.
I don't like when they change a lot of the rules.
One of
Yeah.
the better though developments was the 2-hit battleship, though I would say.
Oh yeah, that was good. That was cool.
Because it was so crappy to spend like 25 of your bucks for a battleship that get taken out by
Yeah.
one hit by a submarine without being
Yeah.
able to shoot
Now-
back.
You remember you could roll the dice to get new technology. The best if a double combination, heavy bombers
Yep.
and long range aircraft. Once you
Yep.
had those two, you won the
You're
game, man.
unbeatable. Well, see, the thing is, we had somebody that would start when they were losing as Japan, they'd start buying infantry, and it's like,
Mhm.
there's no freaking way without a nuclear bomb you could invade that country. You'd had to have heavy bombers.
Yeah, see,
You know?
Japan and the United Kingdom had a very big disadvantage once the new rules were implemented, where originally when you bought a new factory, it was just like your capital factory. You could place as many units as you wanted.
Yeah.
Then they changed the rules to where when you put a new factory on, you can only produce the number of units equal
And-
to what the territory's worth was. So
And
Japan was screwed.
And
so
you
was
also have
England.
to wait one turn before you can place units. You got to build
Yeah.
it, then you can you place units after.
Yeah, you place it at the end of your turn. Yeah.
Yeah, or after you can't lay it at the
Yep.
turn that you produce
Yeah.
a factory,
But when you
which
think
makes
about
sense,
it,
but still.
Japan and England are islands, so whenever they have a ton of stuff to place, most of it has to go on the island. Then you got to transport it off.
Yeah, no, it's interesting because the differences in the game. Because see here, in the new version, India has a factory at the beginning. It has the British Navy down here, but it's interesting to see the changes because I've some of these are old games. Because here's the old cards
Yep.
that they had with it, and of course the old pieces here. You've got, you had fewer types of ships. It just really, really was neat. But I do like the older version. See, like you said,
Yeah.
heavy bombers, long range aircraft. You get those together, you would really, really. Mark,
Super
did you
subs
ever?
made a big difference. Super
Did
subs
you
made
ever? Mark, did you or Atwood? Did y'all ever play this game?
Axis and Allies. I think
Yeah.
I played it.
No, I haven't played it. Maybe,
yeah.
but if I have, it's been forever.
One of the
Oh,
good
wait a minute.
innovations.
Oh,
that
Snorta
Go ahead.
Poopus said, and that's true. That's how this game works. He played the tabletop board version of Axis and Allies once. 12 hours later, we were still at the end of 1941. Yes, that's kind of how we've taken a whole weekend with this game before.
well, that's kind of difficult considering that Axis and Allies, the original version, starts in 1942. So I don't know how you were still only in 1941.
Well, see, this and then here's the anniversary version, but it doesn't
Yeah.
matter. It's like the whole point is it takes a weekend to play it if you play with people.
Yeah.
And
Well,
they
that's
take
one that's
forever.
on the computer
my
now, right?
God,
You can
Dave.
play on the
Yeah.
computer, right?
I've
The
got it on
computer
Steam.
version, the computer version had a really good update where they added destroyers.
Yes.
That was really cool.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. You even have cruisers in the online game too now. So you've got
Oh, wow.
destroyers and cruisers. So Wes, you ought to check it out because it's a game I play from time to time when I have time. That's something we could try to do sometime if
That
you
is
have.
awesome.
Yeah, so
Well,
take a look at it.
Yeah, follow
Oh,
Dave. Yeah,
it's-
the blocks. There were blocks. Yeah, that's a famous like inside
Oh,
joke.
yeah.
My friend Brian, whose house I'm in at right now. We bought his house from his parents. He claimed I had his wrist set, his wooden block wrist set. So years
yeah.
ago, I bought him they reproduced the original wrist set in blocks of wood. So
Well,
like, here,
yeah, I've
Brian, I'm like,
seen
I
them.
don't have.
Well,
it.
I will tell you. There's a story to this game. This was one of our high school buddies' game, and he joined the Navy after high school. Well, I told everybody I'd keep possession of the board game because I knew we'd never see him again. And back then, who knew that this game would take off like it did and all? So I'm like, dang. So I got it. He never came back, and
He might track you down on the internet now.
Yeah.
Dadman, I want my Axis and Allies.
I want my $2.
Yes. Now, Snort Poopus is right. There are different versions of Axis and Allies because you have like Guadalcanal, you have Normandy, you have different types of versions with this. So it's
well, I wanted to buy the anniversary edition because it started earlier.
Mhm.
I didn't get it when it first came out, so I had missed out because by the time I went to get it, it was $100 on eBay. But it had it had not just a playable U.S., UK, Soviet Union, Germany, and Japan. It also had China and Italy were playable, and France. And I was like, "Oh, this is awesome."
See, in this 25th anniversary that I got, this was we have a new country, which is Italy. The Chinese still had units under U.S. control, but you still added Italy, and Italy could actually control the Mediterranean with the right rules. They always suggested that you They suggested that your best player play Italy because they would be at an obvious disadvantage. You don't have nearly the resources the allied countries do, so you're really relying on Germany and Japan. But see here, see how the map is so completely different.
Oh yeah,
just amazing. There were a lot of improvements with the anniversary edition, I think. But then again, there's still some differences. It's
now originally you were able to march through neutral countries if you paid $3.
Yes.
Of the $3, I don't know if that's changed. I think they changed it when you can't go through them.
For $3 these days.
Yeah.
Well, I've never played it, and I think the online version does not allow you to violate neutrality.
Yeah.
Oh, my dad, was Swiss, as I'm joking, but he was in Geneva. They had a big, huge field, and allies would crash there sometimes, and they had. Since they're neutral, quote unquote. Well, they were neutral, but they were supporting the allies. They wanted the allies to win, but they had a lot of pilots there. So my dad remember seeing all the planes lined up, and I think a German plane landed too. I think they got to stay too, but they had a lot of bombers and aircraft, and just had them lined up in the fields there as kids. And they, because they couldn't, if they let them leave the country, then that would violate their neutrality.
Yeah. See, I don't like that you can't invade the neutral because you can't pass from the Atlantic. You can't pass from the Atlantic into the Mediterranean. So the Germans can't send their ships in to help in the Mediterranean unless you have Gibraltar. And you can the only easy way to do it is to go through Spain.
I tell you, I always wanted to violate neutrality, but they wouldn't let me tell you. I just found the old link where I did the show and tell of this with this, so take a look at it there if you're interested more in that. But thank you, Jess. Axis and Allies and Zombies 2018. Oh gosh. Wow. But let's see. Of course you got the same game cards, shows you there's a 41 and a 42 setup. And the pieces, because like you're talking about, we've got the carriers, we got the battleship, we got your cruiser, we got destroyer, and of course the battleships are two hitch, and one of the other things that was cool was that the advent of the artillery, because in conjunction, the infantry can attack with artillery at 2, whereas they attack at 1, defend at 2.
And this is pretty cool because you look at the pieces. They're some of them are unique to in the original. The only ones that were unique to the countries were the infantry, and this one here, it looks like the battleships are slightly different. The artillery pieces are slightly different. The bombers are a little bit different.
Yep. Yeah, they do, and I noticed that detail. I'm glad you pointed it out because look at the U-boats over here. It's different than Japanese sub. You
look at the bombers. The Americans and the Russians are the only ones with 4-engine bombers. The British had the British as well.
Look at Japanese with a pagoda bridge.
Absolutely.
Island there. I mean, that was they had design problems with some of the battleships.
didn't build they nixed the 4-engine bombers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because their
You
tech
know,
was so much
yeah.
superior to our tech. I mean,
Can you
and
imagine if they had
T-62.
built they were building a thing that they called the America bomber, which was supposed to be able to reach from
Yep.
mainland Europe to America.
God, it didn't-
And if
they
they
didn't build
had actually been able to create the atomic bomb, yeah, they might have nuked New
Well,
York, man.
Yeah, well, no,
Yeah.
because they went for the 2-engine bombers. Yeah, it was Yitler, or like can we say his name? I don't know.
You
Yeah.
could just say the big guy. Yeah.
Mustache
Yeah, the
guy.
big guy. Yeah, yeah. But
here,
yeah. So, but that that was thank God. I mean, you
Yeah.
know,
Hell yeah.
but like with
Yeah.
this, but like with the game here, see, you got to set up. This is the setup at the beginning of the battle of I can't remember if this 41, 42, but you've got down here the Russians down, Soviets through here up in the Leningrad. Of course, the Germans are up in Norway and Finland. It's really and each scenario is supposed to be based on a little more of the development at the time. Of course, you got the Kriegsmarine out here, and then you got the British Navy, which usually does not last very long. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
The originals, the Russians didn't stand a lot of chance in the original. So a
Nope.
lot of the rules, I think, allowed the Russians to be better representative as what they were in history.
Yeah, but see, I tell you what, the hard call is. I know when I played with Canuck, he was more into tanks and infantry. He was more into tanks than with Russia than infantry to have that offensive capability. But it was like you really got to have cannon fodder to deal with the the onslaught that's coming.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's just too much.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, since you decide what the casualties are, you got to have cheap units that you can just sacrifice. Yeah.
Yep, send enough infantry and go in with enough forces. See, and this kind of thing is you got the transports where you can do amphibious landings, and you got shot supports from battleships, and cruisers can help with the shot support too now. So it's really cool. And then, of course, cruisers are a little bit cheaper than what the battleships run. So, but yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that because that was. And here is the picture of the whole board set up right there. So, but hey, Wes, get the game on Steam. We might be able to play.
All right, cool. I haven't played in a dog's age.
How much is it?
I don't know offhand.
It goes on sale sometimes. That one.
I might be able to get it.
Well, the one thing is you got to be quiet at
$15.
times. It's kind of like the game of strategy. What's that? $15?
I'm guessing. I think wasn't it like $15-$20?
It's.
Yeah. I don't know.
I just go to Steam, you'll see it.
We
would charge an arm and a leg for some of them sometimes.
We had people that would take, and usually it was me. They'd take an hour for one turn. So surely when you're going through 5 countries or 6 countries, it's like, oh boy.
Yeah.
But gotta have your patience. Oh, see, and here's a better, prettier view of the entire board setup here. Really, really.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna have to read the rules that they use in the new whatever version they have.
Yeah,
online.
and see, unlike the original board where it folds out, this is 4 pieces separate. They're 4 separate pieces, and are we not? It's like you better not table, or you're gonna get cussed out by the whole group because it's like, it's just that type of, you don't want to. You see the character.
Well, maybe I want to get cussed out by the whole group, Dadman.
Well. Oh boy, that was the last time our group played was somebody got thrown out of the house and we never went back. So I was like, because he was inferring the other guy was cheating, and it's like, anyway, that was the one thing he didn't say. But hey, sort of.
Well, Dadman, I gotta cut out
real quick
right
real quick though for you. Sort of Poopa said he'd be content. Switzerland would handle all the banking.
Yes, it would.
I wanted to ask.
And chocolate.
Yeah,
I wanted to ask you, Mark.
Go real quick.
So you're a big fan of Terminator, right?
Sure, yeah.
Did you hear about or see the new trailer for Terminator, the T-1000 coming to the new Mortal Kombat game?
No, I didn't. No, I saw the last thing I saw was the anime show, which I thought was pretty good.
I'll send you the trailer for it on Twitter. But he looks really good, and the guy that played him in the movie is coming back to play him.
Oh wow. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, Robert Patrick. That's his name. Yeah.
Robert Patrick. Yep. He was great. Yeah, great actor. Yeah. Very cool.
Oh gosh, and Liechtenstein and sell all the pretty stamps. All right, Mark. Thank you for coming
All right,
by.
well, I got to cut out, but it was great hanging out with you guys tonight.
All
Take
right,
care, everyone.
appreciate it.
Yep.
Have a good
Yeah.
night.
All right,
See you
Mark.
soon.
Have a good one.
night. Yep. Live long and
Have a good night.
prosper.
Hey, and we talked Trek, so that's a great Mark D with a C. Catch him on Sunday nights with Sunday Night Geekery. Of course, Friday night he does the late night Fortnite. So definitely a great friend of the channel to the missus and to me. So let's see what we got left here. So guys, we're on the topic with the games. What are some of the other games that y'all like to play?
Go
What
ahead.
games or just games in
Yeah,
general?
you go.
Yeah, because we kind of focused, and that's where I want to focus on that one. But that are not strategy. What are some of the other type of games that y'all can? If y'all went camping, what would you play?
Okay, we're still talking about board games. Okay.
Yeah.
You go first, Kegel. Give me some
Oh,
ideas.
all right. Oh well. If you know, down. I've been going to the same campground that we started going to in 1977. We still have a site down there, and all my life when we hung out, we play. If we weren't playing drinking games at night, during the day, it was cards, mostly cards. So we played pinochle, a lot of pinochle. So I mean, yeah, we didn't really play
Okay.
board games. It was pinochle, but yeah. So that's
Okay.
at the campground. That's at the campground. I mean, if I'm playing at home, it's almost always strategy games, strategy board games. So there's not a lot, or even computer games. It's strategy games. Like on the Nintendo, it's Genghis Khan.
Well, we're
On
talking
the
about
PC.
camping right now.
Yeah. So if it's camping, we play pinochle or horseshoes.
Okay. What about you, Atwood?
I can honestly, I can do some good Trivial Pursuit. If you're really dark and twisty, you can do Cards Against Humanity.
Oh God, yes, I know
that's a
that.
good. That's the fun one right there. There's Stupid Death. That one's hilarious. If I went camping once and I brought my remember the PSP, the PlayStation Portable. There was a little RPG game we used to play on there. And it was a Tetris like Mortal Kombat game. It was fun that we used to play on it. Then Blackjack, Shoots and Ladders, and of course Parcheesi.
Okay, that's cool. All right.
Oh, and
Well,
Zombicide.
Oh, Brian's
and-
here. Brian, hey, Brian, one of the two people that helped
Hello.
me get the Unicorn song lyrics. Thank you, Brian. Good to see you tonight. Yeah.
A newer one. Zombicide and Betrayal at House on the Hill.
Well, Dadman, you asked us what
Phantom Outsider.
What might you guys play on? It doesn't have to be camping. It could have been road trips. You know, when the family went on vacation on road trips. What did you guys play?
We'd do the game. Oh gosh, Pinochle. Haven't heard that in years. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We would do the alphabet game, like looking at state. Well, we did two games when we were driving. The state tags. We tried to identify as many states as we could, and then also we did the alphabet game, where you look on signs or trucks to find the first letter starts. Go through the alphabet. Q's and Z's were always tricky.
Yeah.
Mrs. likes to do puzzles when we go camping. That's her. I'm not. I'm too lazy to do puzzles.
Yeah, Brian Howard. Yes, I was just about to say that.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
gosh.
Yes. If you saw, it was a BMW bug. It was a bug. If you had it was a new one. If it was a new one, it was pinch buggy no return. If it was an old one, it was punch buggy no return. And God, we walked away with some bruises on that one. Oh God, because I bruise easily, and a lot of my family bruise easily, so we would come away with just purple all over. It was great.
Yeah, growing up in the 70s and being a teen in the 80s, they were a lot more prevalent back then. The old ones.
Well, it all depends on who you're playing with, Snortapoopus. It really does depend.
Buddy, it sounds wrong now, but it was great. Those were the days. Now you look back on it.
Unless you're the kid and your dad's pounding the crap out of you.
I was the kid and I did it all the time. I didn't care.
I don't know. The parents who were always up in the front seat, they never played. It was the kids, because we had a station wagon. It was the kids either in the back seat or the way back where you slid around every time somebody hit the gas.
I didn't cry if he did it to me because I did it to him half the time harder. So I don't know. I beat
Wow.
him. Yeah.
Wow. Well, we're gonna go ahead and do a few. Let's see other games. Let's see. Well,
and for
the
some
other
reason,
games. Well, do you mean like if I go out of town? I don't know. I'm usually trying to sightsee or do things like that. Sometimes in the hotel rooms we play Uno or things like that. Some kind of card games. Some simple things. As we got older, we were able to take like switches and stuff with us. So it went more electronic.
Oh, you want to know something crazy? If it was, and for some reason, if it was a yellow one, all bets were off. For some reason, it was yellow ones where we hit even harder.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it was, but if you saw a yellow one, it was all over.
We used to drive. My mom used to drive me and my 2 brothers and my 3 cousins. I was almost as if I had 5 siblings. That's how close we all were. She used to drive us to school. We all went to the same Catholic school. As we drove past a Volkswagen dealership every morning, and as we showed up, everybody just started beating the hell out of each other.
That's so cool. That's so cool. All right. Well, hey, y'all ready to play some news games? I think I answered your question. Did I answer it enough?
Oh yeah.
I just Mrs. Big on the little small games and stuff like that. I've gotten to where I don't know. It's weird. It's a mood thing. And I tell you what, one of the greatest advents is electronic Monopoly even electronic life is where you don't have to count all those bills and stuff. Yeah, it's good for your practical math skills, but God, you cause a mess.
But those games took forever. They
can take a while. They can.
Thank God on the console version. Thank God they had a save feature where you could save it for later. Oh my God, they would take forever. If you lose all them pieces, you were God.
Yeah. And we all know life. The whole main thing is get as many kids in that car as you possibly can.
No, Monopoly was worse. I'm sorry, but as good as Game Life was, for some reason, somehow Monopoly was worse.
Oh, I love this. Yeah, I love the handheld games. Mean Joe Green. I didn't have that one, but I had electronic quarterback and then baseball. Yeah, those were cool.
Yeah. I used to have one on the Super Nintendo. It was called King. It was King Griffey Jr. Baseball. Love that game, man.
I love the best. Go ahead, Dadman. No, you go.
When the Wii was the Wii or was it the Switch? Yeah, I think it was probably the Switch when I played with Aang. The Mario baseball. I love the Mario All-Star.
That's a good one.
Bowser was my third baseman. Bowser was my third baseman, though. So
I think
it was on the Wii first.
My favorite baseball game was on the NES. The original Nintendo was called a game called Baseball Stars.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the great football. I gotta get back to playing some of my retro games. It's been so long, but I was so happy when last year I played the Atari games, and I kind of finally figured out how to friggin' play the football game. I could finally figure out how to throw. I could figure out how to do stuff and actually score. The hardest one that I could never figure out was the Intellivision one.
Oh, I never had Intellivision.
Yeah, it had the dial pad and the number pad, so it just was crazy. So yeah.
You remember the Philips CD with the awful Zelda games?
No,
I remember that one.
Zelda Faces of Evil. You don't remember that? Oh, those games were awful. But the console was like $800.
Wow, that's crazy. So, Jess, which game? I don't remember offhand. It's been a kind of a crazy few days. So yeah, and Phantom Outsider. Then that's probably why when we were Baton Rouge, they had banned people from. Actually, there's one hotel. It was like a Holiday Inn Express. They banned people from going to other people's rooms. And they said if we found balloons, party favors, or anything, you would be thrown out of the hotel, charged $250 or what, because I guess people would have parties. So it was we couldn't believe it. It was like, yeah, they were like, you wouldn't believe the stuff we saw.
Well, that's what we used to do when we were still teenagers. We had one of our friends in high school. He looked a lot older, so he used to rent the room at like either Hampton Inn or Best West, and any second tier place. And we used to just go there with like 12 cases of beer, a whole bunch of bottles of booze, and just drink the night away until the management called the cops on us and threw us out.
Yep. Oh, that's cool. Hey. All right. Well, let's see what's going on. Monopoly games usually end when only one person left alive. Yes.
Yeah.
Land on board. What? Yeah. I see it. That's the problem with Monopoly. Everybody would stay in. I mean, nobody could build true monopolies to bankrupt people.
Yeah.
And that's what took forever. So,
well, I like.
Yes, that's like me in the game of life with kids. Just keep adding kids, keep going in a circle. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
but that's what I liked about the There's an updated version of Monopoly called Mega Monopoly, where you can if you get a hotel, you can actually upgrade it to a skyscraper. So it's even worse.
Have y'all tried the Monopoly Go on the phone?
No. I don't have that many games on the phone.
I'm hooked on it, y'all. And Dave, you say nobody wants to remember the Zelda games? Man, that'd be for some good YouTube videos.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's why I said I need to get back to some of my retro gaming that I did last year, because those videos did pretty well. Maybe not always on the chats, but sometimes in the watch later. It was really interesting to see. So,
Dave, I have the perfect playlist for you, by the way, just to make you wonder about those Zelda games. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, anyway. Brian Hepburn. I remember seeing that anti-monopoly game in a store that was specifically in a mall that did nothing but sold board games. I remember seeing anti-monopoly. It was weird.
Oh, Canoodle. That's the game you sent the other day. Yes, I think I do remember that.
What the hell is Canoodle?
What the hell's Canoodle? What the hell's Canoodle with you?
that sounds familiar.
A lot.
I know. Well, give me a second. I'll see if I can work it over there, and we can look at what Canoodle is. So
it sounds vaguely familiar, but
yeah,
I don't want to say that.
Yeah. Yeah. You were saying about the anti-monopoly. Yeah. They got soon lost the game, was pulled from the shelves quickly. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah.
Yeah, it was copyright. Yeah. They got sued for copyright.
Yeah. It's just crazy. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. I mean, it's pretty standard, they got to defend the copyright too. If you know anything about copyright law,
absolutely, yeah.
That's why Disney sometimes does get a bad rap, because they have to technically by law. I mean, if you don't defend your copyrights, you can actually lose it if you're not doing it.
Because they're like, you clearly don't care, so why should we?
Look at Snortopoopas. I almost bought a Middle Earth version of Monopoly. Fortunately, I had a brief attack of sanity and walked out of the store. Clue is a good game too. Yes, Clue is good.
That's fun. Yes, it was.
Clue's good. Clue's good if you have people that don't have a poker face.
Yeah, right, exactly. Exactly. Because poker face, they're la. Canoodle is a caboodle of brain teasing puzzles. I have no clue what this is. I mean, they look like little balls. So you get to play with your. I'm not sure what the goal or something, but it's a game that she had mentioned. So.
Oh yes, I've seen these. I've never played it, but I've seen them.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Well, I don't know. This looks like something the missus would get into more than me, but yeah. But that's Canoodle. All right. Clue, yeah, Clue's cool. I like that they made some of these games for the computer, because I got Clue online. I've got obviously Life, several of those games. So I have no idea, buddy. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Game of Life.
Person with the most balls wins. Yes. Yeah. So Wes Cagel's out here to protect the nuts everywhere. So yes.
Yes.
So. All right. Well, let's do a little word in the USA, shall we?
Sure.
We'll probably wrap up tonight, so we'll see how this goes. Don't forget, tomorrow night at 10 o'clock, I will be live with Wes Cagle one-on-one, and we will be talking to him. We'll be finding out a little bit more about Wes, what's his interests are, and, doing what we do with the chill chats. So
Yeah, it's gonna be a TMI episode.
there you
TMI,
go.
man, just TMI.
Yeah, she put a piece in a shaker, then you get a timer to fit in all the other pieces in Canoodle. Okay.
No.
So you're racing the clock too.
Sounds a lot like that game that you ever play Perfection when you were a kid?
Oh God, yeah,
think
that
so.
thing. That and Operation were two most nerve-wracking games.
I hated
anxiety
Operation with a
induced.
passion. I hated that game.
Which
Well,
one? Which one? Atwood?
Operation you hated.
Operation.
I
Yeah.
hated Operation.
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
we didn't play that game to see. We would do that to see, just to hear the buzz half the time. We would just run the buzzer out just to mess
Oh,
with
yeah.
people. We didn't even play it.
That's how you got a buzz. That's a.
Yeah.
Oh, Sorpoo said, and then we found out more about Wes Cagle's nuts. So. Yeah, one of the other things. Yeah, tick, 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 tick. Yeah, but also, any game like that. Yeah, see, those were two with noises. Although once I played Stratego, that's a game we have not mentioned tonight. I love Stratego, but I was over at a friend's house. Their dad and I played because the kids didn't play, but we're playing, and then all of a sudden, we're having to leave, and I'm just moving the piece. I'm doing good piece. He's a big, tall guy, and I'm not even 10, maybe 12. Then he gives the biggest boom, just boom out of his voice, like thunder on high, and it was like it freaked me out.
Mhm.
I flew the board all across the room. I screwed the board up with that one. It was like yeah,
God.
talk about jumping in Perfection or Operation. That one really, really well.
That's anxious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfection can give you anxiety.
Okay, yeah, it chat jump. Okay, you mentioned it, but yeah, the case you showed it in. All the pieces come out. You take one piece, put it in shake the container open. Then you got a timer fit in all the other pieces. Okay.
Yep.
Oh
They
God,
had a whole song for the commercial. Push the plunger down, watch the timer, put the pieces in place. Don't be slow in Perfection. You gotta move out fast before the pieces pop out. Before you put in the last, and that's Perfection.
What? I didn't know it had a song. How the hell did you know that?
I watched a lot of TV in the 70s. That was a commercial that came up.
Yeah, but you memorized the
time.
commercial?
Yep.
I can't even remember the unicorn song.
That's a good thing, though.
Dude,
No, it's not.
That sounds like a skill issue.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I can remember all those old commercials from the 70s. I watched that much TV.
Get good, like Ang says.
Yeah. Well, I love that saying, but like I said, the game that I talked about tonight, and we have I should have started the link that Jess had earlier, is the great board game of strategy that Wes Cagle has mentioned, the great Axis and Allies. Oh shoot! See, this is now. I'm gonna bring up a picture of it again real quick. This is like $80. They had a Pacific Bed Bath and Beyond's carry in.
Really?
Now, we're not endorsing the sale of any of this stuff. You're probably at your own risk, but like here, Pacific is no, I don't.
Yeah, some of them are expensive.
But yeah, but $80, $75, but it's Pacific 1940. It's Pacific strategy game. This one is one I could get into this though, being Pacific theme. But look, you got Escape from New York, Aliens. I mean, look at all these type of games that there's Ticket to Ride Berlin. Unfortunately, I did not get any more maps from Steam, so it's too late. But this is what we were saying earlier. There's so many different versions of Axis and Allies, but it's a great game if you like Risk, if you like stuff like that. Just you have to have patience and just.
Yeah, if you like Axis and Allies, look up Conquest of the Empire.
I've heard of that one too.
Yeah, you start with one territory, and they have the map of the Roman Empire, and you're supposed to. It's a Civil War time, and you can have up to 6 players. You're supposed to reunite the Roman Empire. Really good. It's really good.
Yeah. Well, maybe we get. I know our friend Rambling Canuck, who I've done a few streams with. It's been a long time. Maybe get him back in, get a few people We can play one country. I want to get a good group together to play Axis and Allies because they have the Pacific version. They have a global 1940 anniversary edition. Just so many different versions that they've got. Like I said earlier, they got Guadalcanal.
Okay, I have to ask this because this is about retro games. Okay, I have to ask you guys this because this is a very intriguing question.
Okay.
So if you have 1/4 left, okay, and you have Mario or Pac-Man, who gets the last play?
If you have Mario or Pac-Man,
Yes.
Pac-Man without a doubt.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Kegel?
Yeah, Pac-Man. I can play forever on
I
Pac-Man.
feel like it'd be easier to get further in the game. So
I don't care. I just Pac-Man.
I like to miss
the
it,
original.
Pac-Man.
You know,
I do too.
I've got a Pac-Man machine in my basement and a Miss Pac-Man machine in the basement.
There's a Mega
Wow. We got to come to New
restaurant.
Jersey. We got to come to New Jersey though.
Yeah.
There's a Mexican restaurant not too far from here that's got a Mrs. Pac-Man machine. There's also a laundromat that's got a Mortal Kombat 3 arcade machine.
Wow.
Cool.
Well, the thing I like with Miss Pac-Man the most was that Miss Pac-Man is slightly faster than the Ghost.
Yeah.
And I tell you, so many Friday nights at Pizza Hut, you remember those? We got to talk about classic restaurants too one night.
Yeah.
But basically, I got so used to it. The pizza was there. They're like, you need to come eat. You need to come eat. I'm like, I'm on the pink screen. The ghosts are changing, and I'm trying to get 200,000. So exactly.
Yeah.
So
Miss Pac-Man was a little better because it required more skill because there was no pattern. You could not do a pattern. Yeah.
Well, there were certain patterns in the early stages, especially.
But it was a lot harder.
But it was a lot harder. But see,
it was a lot harder.
I could get the pattern down at the start, but then every once in a while they threw it out of order, and it was kind of problematic. But yes, Quartermaster General is pretty good. Also, World War II from Brian Hepburn. Snorter Poopa says, "Veni Vici Vovi." I came, I saw, I threw up.
Grew up.
Nice, nice Snort. Nice.
Must have ate some bad seals there, Snort.
Yeah, he's ratting out all the family secrets. So, but it's all good. Let's see.
Yeah, you know what? Fallout Dave talked about Pac-Man Plus. That cabinet that I have downstairs in the basement. It has Pac-Man. It has Pac-Man Plus. It has Super Pac-Man.
Pac-Man Junior.
Pac-Man Junior. It has.
Okay. Y'all talked me into it. When I can get time, I'm going to have to do a stream one night. But y'all got to come hang out with me too, because I got the Pac-Man museum, and I have to go back and play it on PS4. Yeah.
If you have PlayStation Plus on your PlayStation, Dadman, they have a free Pac-Man game you can claim right now this month, and you can keep it.
Where at? On which one?
On the PS5.
Mm-hmm.
You know how the PlayStation Plus has like a certain amount of games you can get every month?
Right.
Yeah, they have a Pac-Man game for one of them.
Okay.
You need to go and pick that up before the end of the month.
Okay. All right. Well, that's cool. All right. Well, we squirreled there for a little bit. We're at 118 in the show. We got 11 people still here hanging out. Thank y'all for doing that. Now we're gonna hey, Nerd Tags. Hey, good to see you. Howdy. How are you doing? Great to see you. We've been talking about some board games. I don't know if you're familiar with Axis and Allies. It's one that I was highlighting tonight. So, but good to see you. So, have to talk some sports soon if I can find time. But yes, great to see you from up there. Phantom Outsider said, is that a one-up video game system arcade cabinet, but in a reduced size? Yeah. Or do you have the full-size machines?
Oh no, it's the one-up arcade game. It's not an actual official cabinet, but it's the same motherboard as the original cabinets. So it's plays exactly the same. Exactly.
You remember when they used to make the sitting down table games?
Oh yeah, the tabletop ones. Yeah.
Yeah, the one person's on one side, the other's on the other side.
Yep.
Those were cool. And then of course you had some of the Star Wars games where you were like sitting in a cabinet.
We have the Star Wars one downstairs too.
Oh god. Mrs. and I have to go do some field research up in New Jersey soon. We have to. Damn.
Cool.
We might not ever come back. You might not ever hear from us again. But
yeah, we've got the Star Wars one, the Miss Pac-Man, the Pac-Man, and the Street Fighter one.
And you're hanging out here. Well, I feel honored. I'm like, dang, dude, man, that's something. I hope your brother gets something like that. We might have to crash his place, but
Hey, y'all.
Yeah, road trip.
Y'all haven't even seen everything where I'm at yet, so.
Oh, but this is in his house, though. That's what makes it even cooler. You just don't even have to go anywhere. I know you got a lot of stuff up there, Atwood. That town square that you had was nice.
You haven't even seen half of it, man.
I know. Well, half of it was closed. It was the weekend, but it was a great place to be, though. I will say. Oh my gosh, look at this: Star Wars, Tron, Tempest, Space Invaders. Oh gosh, West Kegel, you have Pac-Man. Okay, folks, it's great to see you too, Nerd Takes. I'm glad you're here tonight. Tomorrow night I'll be live again at 10 talking to Wes Kegel. We'll be one-on-one interviewing him. We may even talk about these games a little bit more tomorrow night, a little bit. Plus, I also will get to yell about the United States Postal Service. I'm waiting on a package, Mrs. Birthday present.
You know I used to work for the post office, right, Dad?
I know.
We need you to go back and work, and we need you to go back and work there and set them straight for us, please.
Yeah, I need you to come down here. Yeah, exactly. But yes, exactly. But just these games. 3 of the 1-ups in storage got Rampage, Joust, Lunar Lander. See, we don't have room in our house for stuff like this.
Yeah, that one sounds cool. I don't have that one.
I seriously, with the way the channel has grown, and with all you ladies too. I want more ladies here. Y'all go out, bring the ladies in too. We don't need just guys here all the time. But you guys, I appreciate y'all being here. But I'll have to if I can
Dadman,
life is just. I want to talk more sports. I would love to go back to the retro games because I love streaming those before. Yeah, Atwood.
You're sitting here talking about having the room for them. How about I wanted the money for them? How about that?
Well,
I need the money for some of these first. That's what I need.
I know, but imagine having money for it or being able to buy them, but nowhere to put them.
Hell, if I could just buy them. I mean, they're $500 a piece.
Well, I know that's a big problem. I know it's a big problem, but Mrs. is even talking about how she's going to fit the rest of her Lego builds in now.
I'll make room for it, but Jim and me, I need the money for them.
But you can't make room in a 900 square foot house when it's tied up with 5,000 DVDs and a bunch of Legos.
My place is about the same size as yours, Dad, man.
Well, still, it's Snorter Poopus is going to get out before we play. We're in the U.S. Hey, Snorter Poopus, you take care and have a good night, dude.
I'm gonna have to end up plugging. I'm gonna just plug it in my closet by the end of it. Plug it in my closet and just hide in there and play it.
There you go. That works. That's the spirit. So, the 1-ups are $300 each, but I know.
Yeah, they can be expensive.
It depends on which one you get.
Yeah.
Like the Mortal Kombat one's expensive.
Yep. All right. Shall we start to end and we'll do a little bit where in the U.S.?
Oh, yeah.
I can do one, maybe 2.
Well, I only got 3, so I got 3.
Okay, I can check it out then.
All right. Here we go. I'm going to stick with the same 3 states tonight. And so, folks, you good folks in the north and the northeast and Midwest and West Coast, you're safe tonight. God dang it, Dave.
So I'm not.
And California. So, all right. You guys.
And Alabama.
Alabama. Well, they're not a choice, but it's going to be close to that. All right. We're going to. It's good that Snorter Poopus left. His least favorite state is going to be in here.
Dadman, we can hear you typing. It's a good thing Lisa's not here.
I know, exactly. So, Brian said, wait until Christmas. They drop 100 to 150 with free shipping direct on Amazon and Best Buy.
That's not enough, man. I need them to be like $20.
It ain't gonna be that free.
I know.
At that price, what Brian's saying, I might have to try to pick one up and I'll throw the bed out in the friggin' front yard.
Yeah,
I can sleep on the floor.
Like, if you could make them like $120, I would get it. But like that's cheap. I mean.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and play our game, folks. If you're not familiar with this, we'll give you. I will give you. Well, you're going to get 3 states for all 3
Okay.
questions. So I'll give you a headline, and you pick it out. Yeah. Hey, you need to tweet it out. Tweet her out. Throw the mushrooms on Twitter. So
Lisa, get the hell over here.
Hey, y'all got to bring her in. See, there's another lady. So like I said, we got to get the ladies in here. But hey, all right, we're going to do this tonight. We're doing Florida, Mississippi, and South Carolina. Snortopoopas Q-Bird's favorite state.
So I'm safe.
Legatus, you got to remind Snortopoopas he missed out on South Carolina tomorrow, okay? But Florida, Mississippi, South Carolina.
Mississippi.
All right. Well, all right. Let's look at the first story. Woman vandalizes ex-boyfriend's car with yellow paint, or so she thought. Woman vandalizes ex-boyfriend's car with yellow paint, or so she thought. Did this happen in Florida, Mississippi, or South Carolina? Atwood, what do you think?
Get West K go first.
No, you go first. I'm calling you on the spot.
Oh my gosh! And you said it was South Carolina, Florida, and
Mississippi.
I'm going Florida.
You're going Florida. Okay. Any particular reason why?
No reason. I don't know.
No reason. Okay. Wes Cagle, what do you say?
Well, Florida and Mississippi are both redneck enough to warrant it, but this is definitely this. I think this is South Kakalaki female lunatic territory here.
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah.
So we got a South Carolina. We got a Florida. We got Legatus saying Mississippi. Phantom Outsider says Scar, and Buddy says Florida. So if you're in the chat, play with us. If you do, if you have a guess, put it in there before we move on with this one. So, I mean, I know, Atwood, you wanted to copy off, but no, we rotate it. Wes will go first next time, so you get to do it that way. All right. Well, we'll go 5.
And then Dadman will go first.
Yeah, no. Well, hell, you never know when I read the statement in the headline.
Yeah.
We're already trying to avoid him giving away the
answer. It's bound to happen.
All right. So, all right. Well, let's go. We got 3 in the chat that have an answer. Let's see. Woman vandalizes ex-boyfriend's car with yellow paint, or so she thought. Let's see. Okay. When planning to vandalize your former boyfriend's car with eggs and yellow paint, it's always a good idea to make sure you know the exact make and model of the target vehicle.
Oh, now I get the headline. Okay.
Cops charged that the female mistakenly damaged the wrong car last night on the Deltona, Florida street where her ex resides. Florida's your answer. Oh, not just there. Here we go.
No, I mistook the headline. When you said she vandalized the car with yellow paint, or so she thought, I thought you meant she was mistaken about the color paint that she was using, not that it was the wrong car.
Okay, yeah. Well, by the time the officers responded to a 911 call about a young woman spray painting a vehicle, she had already caused $5,000 in damages to an innocent Infiniti sedan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if you got an Infinity, you deserve it. That's right.
Yeah, well, along with the words Jason and Devil.
What's wrong with an Infinity?
It's
I just don't like the people driving them.
Yeah, little airy. So, but hey, all right. Allegedly covered the car with various other scribbles. She was assisted by a minor sidekick and told cops that she was angry at her ex over a $700 debt she was owed.
Do you have a picture of that car?
Yeah, I got a picture of that
car
here.
Can we see this? Because I want to see this.
Yeah. All right, here's the car. That's
oh my gosh, she wasn't kidding.
No. If you know Deltona, it's pretty rural, so it's oh, see, Jess thought like you too. Yep.
Wait, was that car underwater?
No, It's not underwater. It's just at night. Deltona down there is so dang dark at night. It looks like it's under that.
No,
What
that
was the
looks like it's underwater.
I'm waiting to see what that is to see if what they say. Oh, you mean like from financing standpoint? I don't know. The cops alleged.
Well, buddy, the make was a Infinity. I don't know what we don't know.
No,
what
I think what he's asking is what the
model.
boyfriend's car was. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right. So, but yeah, the cops alleged that she decided to spray what she thought was his vehicle. In fact, she defaced the auto owned by a man who lives across the street.
Oh my God.
So she's charged with criminal mischief, contributing to the delinquency of a child, and illegal possession of alcohol, hit with a DUI rap also. Her underage cohort, who was found...
so she was drunk.
Yeah.
So she was drunk. Okay.
Get out.
Yeah.
She was drunk? Get out of here. No way.
No.
Some people are just plain dumb.
Well, guess what? Her underage cohort was found covered in yellow paint.
Wait, what? Plot twist.
Underage cohort who was found covered in yellow paint was cited for marijuana possession.
Mm.
Oh my God. You cannot make this up.
No, you can't.
Why was he
Simply
covered in
Steve,
yellow paint?
hey, oof. Huh? So Legatus, make sure you give Snortopoopas grief tomorrow because he left before we got to talk about South Carolina. And Steve is Simply Steve, great to see you tonight. Commenting on the vandalism, the sheriff's deputy told her, quote, "You really need to try harder to be sneaky because you are god awful." The cop told her that.
Well, yeah.
He added, wait, hold on. It's even better. Okay, here's what the cop said to her. Quote, "You really need to try harder to be sneaky because you are god awful." End quote. Then he added, quote, chuckling, quote, "And you guys spray painted the wrong damn car." End quote.
I wish it would say how long they were dating, because how do you not know
I think alcohol might have something to do with
Yeah,
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because that's what I'm saying. If she wasn't drunk, then she was just,
No. Well, okay. That's story number one. Any other last thoughts on that one? And hey, back to you, Simply Steve. Great to see you coming in tonight.
It goes back. Go ahead.
No, just can't beat Florida woman.
It goes back to, like I said last night, the stupidity of the human race.
Yeah. All right. Our next story. Well, remember we're okay. I am going to partially edit this one a little bit.
Oh no.
I mean, yeah.
It must be bad.
Florida, Mississippi, and South Carolina. Well, cops, employee charged with tainting food.
Oh, that's never good.
I will read the subtitle to give it a little bit more context in this case. Okay. Employee charged with tainting food. Drive-through worker added bodily fluids to burger. See, we before I even said it, Steve's already said. So y'all go figure. And that employee charged with tainting food. Drive-through worker added bodily fluids to burger. West Cagle.
God, what is it now? Florida, Mississippi, and where was the other one?
Did I take it down? I thought I had it. Oh, here it goes. There.
Oh, South. It's the same three states.
Yep, I'm keeping all three states.
Oh my.
Yep.
God, you know what? This, I would swear to goodness this was a New Jersey story, because this sounds straight out of New Jersey.
Nah.
God. Yeah, Matt. God, I don't know. Wow.
You said this is fast food?
Yeah, this is not South Carolina. This is either Mississippi or Florida. Wow. You know what? They're not even that bright in Mississippi to do this. This is Florida again. This
Okay.
is Florida again.
They're not.
All right, West Cagle goes Florida. Atwood, what about you?
I'm going Mississippi because I know people like this from Mississippi, so I'm gonna go Mississippi.
Mississippi.
It's
All
sad,
right.
but I do know people that are like this.
We got a Florida and we got a Mississippi here. Dave said Mississippi before I even Simply Steve. Sorry, Simply Steve. I said Mississippi before I even finished the question. Dave says it sounds South Carolina-ish. Buddy Hepburn says Mississippi. You have not heard the story yet, Phantom Outsider. You've not heard the story.
Phantom Outsider, does this not sound like Jersey? I'm telling you, this sounds like
Vengeful
Jersey.
Missies. Well, folks, Legatus, Phantom, anybody else that has not given an answer, Jess, throw your answer in real quickly because we are about to give the answer. Yeah, like you said, where's Lisa on this? These questions tonight.
Is this a well-known fast food chain? May I ask?
I don't know. It could be depending on which part of the country. If you were here, it wouldn't be.
It's Buc-ee's.
No, because it's fast food. It's fast food.
That's true. Yeah.
Miss. Yeah.
Buc-ee's
Oh
is too
God,
good to be
Phantom Outsider. It must be like a New Jersey thing. He worked for a famous burger place and went to the coworkers and added extra flavor to the burger.
Buc-ee's is too good to be considered fast food. Sorry, but it is.
All right. What is?
Buc-ee's is too good to be considered fast food. I'm sorry, but it is.
Oh, I know. It's a truck stop. Well, Brian, you have a good night. Thank you for swinging by tonight. We appreciate it. Glad we could talk about some of the stuff and some of the games. Thank you for your feedback tonight. So,
did y'all ever hear about the guy that quit his job by jumping in like a tub of the sink water?
Yep. I've seen the video. Yeah.
Yep.
That was great.
Phantom Outsider said, "I'm mopping and I hear, shall we say, water hitting the grill." All right.
He never said which kind of bodily fluid.
No, I have not yet.
I don't know if I want to know.
You don't.
He never says.
Here's the headline. Oh, he's like, I don't come back here. I'm not. So. All right. Cops, employee charged with tainting food. Drive-thru worker added bodily fluids to burger. A Mississippi fast food worker has been charged with tainting a customer's meal with her. That's Mississippi, by the way. Mississippi. Okay.
Please don't say what I think you're going to say.
It is what you think I'm going to say.
Oh, it's not that time of the month fluid, is it?
It's that time of the month fluid.
No.
Yeah. Oh, buddy, this was worse than that. So, but yes. Yes.
There's petty revenge, and then there's that.
That is just horrible and safe.
There's revenge, and then there's just that. That's just too far. I'm sorry, but
yeah, that's even too far for Mississippi or even New Jersey. I think probably,
or even Bama.
The cat's up.
Oh.
How'd you like a burger? Extra ketchup.
And that's coming from me, so it's nasty.
This is one I wish Mrs. was around for on it because she appreciates this kind of humor.
She's
but
probably
she would.
Listening. She's probably listening.
She probably would have something really funny and crude to say about it.
Yeah, exactly.
We can do it on my channel. I'm not monetized. There's no threat about that.
Don't ever now complain about the number of ketchup packets they give you in the drive-thru.
Self-serve.
Yeah.
Just prime the pump.
It's organic ketchup.
God. Okay. Well, they arrested her for allegedly placing body fluids on food she served at a Jack's restaurant.
Oh.
So Jack's is nationally famous.
I've had a Jack's.
I like Jack's actually.
There's one in Bama I've been to.
Yeah, I like Jack's. They're really, really, really
good.
I
think there's a couple in Georgia. I think North Georgia.
Wait, I gotta see. Phantom. Oh God, we're gonna be here. We're gonna be here 3 hours the way this is going now. Yeah, my coworker peed on the grill and served it to the manager. I made him re-clean the grill 2 times, so we moved it to the second spot.
No.
Oh God, it's not supposed to be chunky.
No,
buddy, this is Fight Club times a million.
Yeah.
That
Oh yeah.
that is just nasty. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
y'all wanted an extra patty? All right.
yeah,
There's
but
a at least pea soup
But
was
give me,
clever.
but
At
give me
least
a
that was
second.
clever.
Let me just bear with me a
Just
second,
go.
okay?
go with it, dude.
Just okay. Just she was booked into jail for knowingly selling unwholesome bread.
That's what they're calling it.
I guess. Let me. I'm not showing the screen. Let me see.
Hey,
the
at
rest-
least
Hold
at
on.
least-
Oh my God. Oh my God. According to the state of Mississippi, Mississippi Code 97-27-15 food sales selling unwholesome bread.
does it give a time frame?
And this goes back to 2015, but basically,
No, I meant like was this
2017.
late at night?
I don't know.
Or was it
I don't know yet. But it's like they actually that was serious. The arrest affidavit said unwholesome bread.
But
You know,
what, I
folks,
wonder?
this may be a story I had to bring up one time with the missus. I'll preview it with her and see, because it's like this is just like I cannot believe
come on,
that was
Max.
true.
Come on, Max.
Max with the Beaver Raid. Max. By the way, I'm scheduled to be with Max on the 19th at 9:00. We're going to be talking some baseball and stuff. So good to see Stale Bum with extra cats up on it. Is that from when everyone was out of TP?
Okay,
Yeah, unwholesome bread, though. That's what gets me. And it says it in the arrest report. It says it in the charging affidavit. And it's part of the Mississippi Code. Damn it, buddy. Buns with wings. Now, Phantom, I think Phantom's very serious here, and I agree with it, because messing with someone's food is, it's a punishment. Yeah, so it's bad.
But here's my question. What I want to know is did a customer report this and that's why they checked the cameras, or were they just happenstance checking the cameras and catch her doing this? That's what I want to know.
Well, that's why I'm trying to get to. That's why we read the story. So, hey, we go down the story, because I'm not going to speculate. We're going to read the story.
It always gets better.
Police allege that she licked and wiped her blood on the cheeseburger before serving it to a drive-thru customer around 10:30 p.m.
Okay, so this is late at night.
Investigators say that she had difficulty taking the female patron's order and subsequently exchanged word with a woman before obtaining the cheeseburger. According to the court affidavit, 2 employees witnessed her putting the extra fluid and saliva on a sandwich, which was served to 3 occupants of the vehicle.
Oh my God.
I would have stopped her. I mean, if I would have.
Well, but
okay. Well, let's finish the story. So they saw it happen. Worker. The investigators first learned of the allegations after a worker told her mother she witnessed a fellow employee place saliva in the blood on the food. The worker's mother subsequently posted her daughter's account of the incident on her Facebook page. So then police launched an investigation, apparently alerted by social media posts, filed a complaint, and somebody said, there's a poor woman walking around not knowing anything. If you went to that place between 10 and 10:30, you ordered a Big Jack with a Sprite, you got more than ketchup. Yeah. So, and the other 2 workers were placed on leave depending the outcome of a corporate investigation. So
so I have an issue with this. Like, first of all, why didn't the worker that told their mother whatever? Why didn't they say something then?
I agree. And Buddy, I agree. You should have been fired. They should have got involved and said, no, you're not serving that. You physically, and especially if the manager was told, you get the manager fires her immediately, or you get it out, but you don't let her, that's just not right to let somebody go around with something like that.
Yeah, but that's my first question. Second question is, why? Okay, so obviously they shouldn't have just been placed on leave. They should have been fired. Okay, but when the person told that should have been like, oh God, I have no words. There's just that should have been even if by some miracle the person that told the mom that that it happened didn't get fired, then at least the other person that didn't say anything should have gotten fired.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
that should have been an automatic termination. Okay, the one that said something, okay, leave until something happens because you did turn them in, but you still
no,
should have
she
been
didn't
fired.
turn them in. You
No,
didn't
she
turn them
did.
in. No,
She
she
told
told
the
her mom
mom.
but still, that's not turning them in. Plus, also, you got to stop people. You
Yeah.
got to stop. That there is just there's no defense for that. So
The fact that they even put them on leave, just oh my god, that should have been no questions asked. You're fired.
oh yeah. Well, no, the person got fired directly, but the coworkers that's the one where it's like
But the part of the article that you said that confused me is when you said police allege that she did it. There is
they
no
always
alleging.
listen. I know, but yeah, there's always alleged until you get tried and convicted. Everyone's presumed with a
But
presumption
you
of
saw
innocence.
the video.
No. The thing is, in these articles, you have to write alleged. You have to. That's like when we talk it and read these stories, we use the words alleged because, yeah, I know what video says. I know what people say, but you have to stick with the word alleged out of safety and protection for yourself, because we weren't there. We didn't see it. We get people's accounts of what they saw, but
Then if that's the case,
no.
if she has, which I'm assuming she's been convicted by this point, that's when they should have went back and put that once she's been convicted. Yeah, no, police don't allege anymore. They know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but still, but Atwood, this is where your youngsterness comes in. You've got to, as you get older, the world of lawyers and stuff like
No,
that.
I know.
You
I
have
know.
to say alleged in all
Have
these
to say
articles.
allegedly.
No,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know they have to say alleged at first, but the reason I say why
Yeah.
it shouldn't say alleged is that this article is 10 years old. There's no way she hasn't been convicted at this point. Like, come on.
No, well, anyway, but that's the thing is, oh God, I don't even want to know that name, Max Redstone. Lemon Pie, did Lemon Pie come in? Did I miss
Yes,
Lemon Pie?
lemon pie's here.
Lemon
Yes.
Pie, hello, Citrus. Hey, fruitcakes. I love that intro. I love that intro. Lemon Pie, I am sorry that I missed you. I was busy reading the story, but hey, welcome in. I hope you're doing well tonight. All right, so that is story number 2.
Well, what Outsider said, no, in the case of that particular manager, it wasn't the manager that did it, was it? It was just 3 coworkers.
Yeah, it was pretty. No, I think he's talking about his little incident about the grill up above.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because I was about to say the manager didn't
yeah,
know. There was no way they
yeah.
could have done anything.
Yeah, well, if you're watching your workers, when people
Well,
start
you know what I
mouthing
mean.
off with the coworker, with the customer, yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. The manager wouldn't have been at fault in that
Yeah,
situation.
I would say that absolutely. Like if you steal money, your days of any type of cash handling job is gone. But yeah, it's like you don't ever put them in around. Allegedly drinks vodka. Yes, I know, because he has actually admitted on air that he's got the vodka. So Lemon Pie saying hello to everybody that's here. Hey, welcome. All right, let's do this last story. Man, we almost made 2 hours. How about that? I could not believe it.
Oh, we'll get 2 hours.
I expected maybe an hour 15 tonight, the way I was feeling.
Well, it's a Dadman stream. It takes at least 15 minutes to say goodnight. So
yeah, you should know if you expect a time, it's gonna take at least 15 to 30 minutes over that.
Yeah,
that's just common sense.
Yeah. Speaking of some sports that I've not been able to talk about in quite a while, the Georgia Bulldogs are. Yeah.
There is no ending on
the Georgia Bulldogs are down by 5 with 30 seconds left. Oklahoma looks like they're going to win in the last game of the night, the first round of the SEC tournament. So I might go live early tomorrow night before I stream to talk some sports. I don't know. I've been pent up on sports lately, but I got to make sure I get stuff things done. Oh yeah, the weirders to lick the ice cream, put it back in the freezer. That's nasty. I agree.
That's nasty, but usually if like companies like Haagen-Dazs, they'll put the little like the little plastic over it, you can tell if they've done it. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You can usually tell if they've done
Well, here's the thing, though. It could be nasty and it calls people deserve. Because if you ever go to Chipotle, they never put enough damn stuff on my food.
it. And see,
They
that's weird.
got cheaper with the rice, and the stuff, and even the veggies. And it's like, put more damn beans and veggies on it. Because I'm going to talk to you about our next story. Our next story for the night. We're back to Florida, Mississippi, and South Carolina again.
Okay.
I wish Snort Poopus was here because he would love this one.
Well, you just gave away the answer then.
No, I didn't.
Mhm.
It involves where it happened. Man storms Taco Bell, makes own Mexican pizza. Man storms Taco Bell, makes own Mexican pizza. Did this happen in Florida, Mississippi, or South Carolina, Atwood?
South Carolina. I think it's going to be South Carolina just because of the way you worded it.
What do you know? What do you mean? What do you mean the way I worded it?
You said that your Storm Poopus is going to like this one?
No, I talked about Snort Poopus from the friggin' Taco Bell. He's always
Taco,
making
Taco Bell, not
But
the
still,
state.
But still, I feel like you did this on purpose. Like you did.
Not
Like,
really.
this is too easy. I feel like.
Yeah, I never do it. I never do it like that. But hey, all right, Wes Cagle, what do you think?
You know what? I can't account for Mississippi or South Carolina, but this sounds like the boldness of a Florida person, either Florida man or Florida woman.
I want to say Florida, but I just can't. It's just it screams Snortopoogus, man.
Well, Snortopoogus was about the Taco Bell reference because he loved the Taco Bell memes. He's always talking about Taco Bell if we get on the potty jokes, the porta potty jokes.
Yeah, their slogan should not be run to the border. It should be run to the potty, run to the porta potty. Good Lord.
That's the one case I wouldn't want the gaming porta potty chair. So
no, we're not.
Well, you'd ruin it. You'd ruin it, and you'd have to buy a new one.
Yeah, I know exactly. Ooh, buddy. Yeah. Trifecta here with Florida, Mississippi, South Carolina there. Fallout Dave says South Carolina. Buddy says South Carolina. Lemon Pie says Mississippi. Simply Steve says Florida. Legata says Florida. I agree. Lick it, you buy it. Yeah, exactly. Phantom says Florida. Buddy said he took South Carolina. God, that sounds like friggin' Lisa logic there. So Max says Mississippi. What?
On the whole licking the ice cream thing, I've worked at several retail stores, and the things I'm trying to think of how to say this. Some stores are very weird about how they put back things, like Publix. That they're not going to put something back, right? But Walmart, depending on which one you work at, depending on what they did, they might be more willing to put it back than you think.
Yeah,
the things I've seen them get away with, it's kind of crazy.
Lemon Pie is saying Louisiana woman, Mississippi man. Phantom City actually had Taco Bell today and do not experience issues.
I'll tell you, one of the worst stores that I've noticed that happen with is not Walmart. It's Target.
Wow.
They're awful about things like that.
Oh, I don't doubt it. All right. Well, let's go. We'll wind up. We're rapidly approaching the 2-hour mark. Yeah, Georgia's going to lose. They're still down 6. So, good. Okay. Man storm. Yeah, they're losing to Oklahoma. So, yeah, 4 points. I'm sorry, 4 points, but never know. Man storms Taco Bell, makes own Mexican pizza. Cops. Suspect was angry over paucity of meat. A drive-thru customer enraged by the paucity of meat on his Mexican pizza stormed a Taco Bell in South Carolina. And, quote, walked into the kitchen area and began making his own food, end quote. I know the Taco Bell because we've been to Spartanburg, South Carolina. The suspect entered the Taco Bell in Spartanburg Wednesday afternoon and complained there was not enough meat on his Mexican pizza. A store employee told cops that she remade the suspect's food. The man was, however, equally displeased with the second pizza and demanded a refund. When told that was not possible since the manager was not on premises, he became enraged, declaring that he would show the employees how to make his food the appropriate way. According to the police report, the man then walked behind the counter into the kitchen area and began making his own food. A Taco Bell worker noted the suspect did not follow proper health and safety guidelines
Yeah,
by not wearing protective gloves while making his food.
Or how about just the fact that he didn't work there?
Yeah.
He's not wearing protective gloves. He's the only one gonna eat it. Who cares?
The fact that he's touching other food too that goes into other people's food, that's the problem.
Buddy's 3 for 3 tonight. Yes.
Yeah, well, Buddy followed the Lisa logic. I should have done so.
Paucity is a tremendous word for a South Carolinian. Yes. Yeah. Hey, Legatus, you got to give Snort of Poopus paucity in South Carolina tomorrow if you can remember, because I'm going to forget. Paucity of a. Yep. Exactly. So, paucity. I don't have to look up that word. I think it means like scarceness.
Scarcity.
Yeah, exactly. I'm from New Jersey. We can eat almost anything. In my case, I can eat White Castle, but for some reason, similar Crystal did not sit well. Crystal or gut.
Exactly.
Crystals
exactly.
In
New Jersey, we will leave out a pizza for like 3 days and eat it the next morning after waking up drunk. So,
I just had freaking Crystal a couple nights ago for 18 cheese crystals, $32.
That's ridiculous. I know. 2 things with Crystal, it's friggin' way too expensive for those little teeny ass square hamburgers. They got a great.
We didn't get. Sorry.
I don't like their fries. No, you're good. I don't like the fries anymore because they changed them to these battered shit. Why don't they just go with regular potato fries like they used to have?
The fries used to be good, but y'all, we didn't get fries. We didn't get drinks. The only thing about the crystals that were different was that we added cheese to them. That was it. Cheese crystals.
That's your damn problem right there. Here, this is what you get for that. You don't put cheese on a friggin' crystal. Damn it.
You say crystal.
Yes,
the first thing I think of was I didn't think of a burger joint. I just thought of either Crystal Pepsi or Crystal Meth. I'm from New Jersey though, so
Yes, you do. But you know, it's $1.69 for one cheese crystal.
Yeah.
It's $1.69 for a cheese crystal.
I know. Well, let's continue around in a second. Let me finish the story.
It gets worse.
Quick. Yeah, the Taco Bell employee said the suspect made himself another Mexican pizza and subsequently left the store in the premises. The man was upset, angry. Throughout his time in the facility, he used foul language in response to repeated demands to leave Taco Bell. So he left the restaurant in a late model Dodge Challenger driven by a woman who never entered the restaurant. So
yeah, it's the stories like these that prove that whole crap about the customer is always right is a bunch of bull crap.
Well, I tell you what, screw. I mean, like I said, my biggest beef with Chipotle is they're so damn cheap with the meat. I don't even get the meat. They're cheap on the veggies and they're cheap on the cheese. And hey, Padawanebe's here. Padawanebe, good to see you.
I don't like.
Excuse me, sir. This is not Burger King. It's not your. Hold on a second. Excuse me, sir. This is not Burger King. Yeah, hold on. Give me 1 second, because we're going to go rating off on this in a second. Excuse me, sir. This is not Burger King. It's not your way, right away. This is Taco Bell, so make a run for the border, because I'm calling the cops. Nice to see you, Padawanebe. Hope you're doing well tonight. Yes, I do declare opacity. I say opacity is fewness or dearth. So that's what it is. Go ahead, Atwood.
Okay, so 2 things. First of all, I don't like Chipotle. I've never had Moe's. The only one like that I've actually willingly liked is called Willie's. Willie's. That is an amazing restaurant if I've ever had it. Second of all, did y'all hear who won the best fast food chain this past year?
Oh my God, she's here.
Yes, she is. I saw it. She's here.
Did y'all hear who won the best fast food chain? Y'all not gonna believe this.
I'm sorry, I'm stunned. Mrs. is here. I've got to ask her a question, but go ahead.
Mrs.
What do you what?
Freaking Del Taco won best fast food restaurant chain.
We don't have a Del Taco.
Del
I've never
Taco.
even heard of 'em.
Who even knew that? It's Del Taco. For those that don't know, Del Taco is Taco Bell before Taco Bell. They were the
Okay.
big. They were the big one. Okay, and then it's like nobody's heard of them because they all just kind of like started shutting down like insane numbers because Taco Bell ran them out of business.
Yeah.
But somehow they won. Somehow, no one knows. They beat
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A and Subway.
Well, by the way, Buddy and I have had this running debate for a while. See, this. Well, hold on a second. Let me go here. I'm coming back to Mrs. in a second. Mrs., did you hear the story about the woman out of Mississippi and what she did to somebody's cheeseburger in a drive-through?
She's lucky if she didn't.
That's why a lot of people cook for themselves like Max does. Now, Buddy and I have had this long running debate on Twitter. Buddy loves Chipotle. He says, I know Chipotle's good. I like Chipotle. Don't get me wrong. But
you're paying for it and you don't realize it. If you're getting a good serving, you're paying for it. Believe me, you're paying for it.
Because I tell you what, I am like, I can never get enough. And they get skimpy on the rice, the beans.
Yep.
It's like all across they don't put enough rice. They don't put enough beans. And then this cheese gets skimpy. I'm like, can you put more? Can you put more? Look, I'm not getting meat. Put some more and put some vegetables on it. It's supposed to be a veggie.
You are paying if they give you a good serving. Trust me, you may not realize it, but they are charging you out the bottom for that.
I agree. But Buddy does agree Del Taco was good. So, they did not do ticket arrest him, but so drunk he cannot get a key to the door of the car. Yeah, so they would have had to arrest him. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I cover your ear, Mrs. Oh boy.
Can I say it, or do you want to say it?
I'm going to share the story with her privately later, Mrs. I'll send you the link. Next time when you're on with us, we could maybe hit the story again with a new crowd if you want to react to it. If you don't, then, yeah. And so, Buddy, I agree. I know you're not order double serving. It's just like here where we are, it's just like, especially with it getting so expensive. I tell you, I used to have a damn problem with people holding up in line at McDonald's like, I want my hot fries. I want my hot fries. But damn, I went to one friggin' McDonald's. They wanted $5 for friggin' large fries. I'm like, screw it. Cancel it. I'll buy a friggin' combo. I wasn't that hungry, but like, screw that, because it's like, I with the way things are so expensive now, I want food. I'm sorry that it's the labor rate that's making it so expensive, but damn it, I mean, I'm paying out the nose for it. I want hot fries. I want plenty, anyway. So sorry, I'm rampaging on that. But Atwood, you talked about the crystals earlier. How the hell do you put cheese on crystals?
Well, what you do is you take a slice of cheese.
Wait, hold on. There you go. That's a preemptory timeout for you.
You take a slice of cheese, you put it on the patty, and then you eat it. It's actually kind of simple. Now,
you sound like Cartman or one of those from South Park, but I think I've seen that, Max. I've got to do it. Go ahead. You got it.
Yeah, now you think you wanted to remove me before? What?
Small time Popo say Crystal's not food and he's from the South. Changed my mind. It's what people eat after 2 a.m. in the morning to think that they're not hungry.
You actually know. You know what's funny? The Crystal that's near me.
Yes, Jess.
Guess what restaurants were right beside it?
Waffle House and Crystal.
No, but on either side of the Crystal, guess what was right beside it?
A Waffle House and a Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Mm-hmm.
And Checkers.
Checkers. Oh God.
Taco Bell and Checkers.
Oh man. Mrs. loves Checkers though. But hey, great to see you, Small Time Republic tonight.
Checkers Now, you think you wanted to remove me for putting cheese on it? You're really about to want to get rid of me for this one. You ready for this?
Just boot him now. There it is.
Whenever I get crystals, I tell them no pickles.
Okay. Crystals are the one down burger you eat the way it is with the steamed bun mustard. I don't eat mustard on any of a lot of burgers, but the little diced onions and the pickles. Okay, Atwood. That's not the worst thing.
I do like the diced onions. I
love you can't have crystal without onions.
See, it is weird because my and my grandparents, my parents, they're all pickle fiends, but I cannot stand pickles.
I got it. I know you talked about it in the chat, and I understand it's not for everybody, but we got 15 people here. We were over 2 hours in a stream that was supposed to end half an hour ago, but we're not good buying. It's really
I was
full.
supposed to be
Because look
gone
at
an
Jess.
hour ago, but here
Look
I
at
am.
Jess. Jess comes back to me after a phone call here, me ranting about food. Yeah. And Jess says eating at 2 a.m. there, it's Denny's or White Castle. Yeah, that's like Waffle House and Crystal here. We do have our share of Denny's, though, so.
After 2
Max
a.m. here in Jersey, it's always the food carts down on by the college campuses.
And actually, if it's on the menu for you to get, then it can go on it, Dadman, with the cheese on the crystal. It's on the menu.
I'm hungry now. That's the problem. There's some goodness for you. I mean, I got to talk to Ang if Ang wants to go to Waffle House or something now, or Taco Bell. Yeah.
Cheese does go on crystals because it's literally on the menu.
It's on what?
It's on the menu. Cheese crystal.
I still don't care.
I still don't ask. Didn't ask.
It's too. Yeah. It's like just you don't add the greatness. See, anyway.
Yeah, I'm getting hungry too myself.
There is only one reason why White Castle is doing so much better than Crystal, and I think we all know why.
Better?
No. And there's only reason you think that, and there's only one reason. You know why?
What?
Because Harold and Kumar did not go to Crystal; they went to White Castle.
Oh, I don't know about that. White Castle was big in the 70s, and that was 2 decades before them.
No, they're owned by the same company. They're the same thing. What do you mean?
Yeah, but we don't have Crystal here in Jersey.
We don't have White Castle. We don't have White Castle over here. It's like we don't have White Castle over here.
Yeah,
What's your point?
Well, New Jersey's better than Florida.
I'm not in Florida, sir. I'm in Alan Jackson's hometown, so yeah.
Okay, well, New Jersey's better than all of the South.
Okay.
Okay.
Now
that's them's fighting words. Boy, we take our pride down here in the South. Like Small Town Republic says, we have 4 Waffle Houses within 15 minutes of my house.
What? Oh, Republic, I got you beat. Yeah. Republic, I got you beat on that one.
Oh, yeah, you're in the Waffle House capital of the country, Georgia. I mean,
we have 8 within a 15-minute radius. I'm not kidding.
What the hell did White Castle, you bastards? You put ketchup on a damn slider like that?
I thought it normally came on it.
But no, not on. But Crystal's is the one I got, but they don't have the ketchup. They had the steamed bun, onions, mustard, and pickles. No ketchup. Interesting.
Okay, so yeah, that's the only reason.
Oh my God, we talked ketchup. Mrs., are you still there?
If it wasn't for Harold, and Kumar, White Castle would not be a thing.
I can agree. So I agree. Yeah, always food. Yeah, IHOP didn't go back 24 hours at the bug. Yeah, I hate that we lost a lot of 24-hour restaurants.
Okay, look,
wait a second. We're over 2 hours. Atwood, you're supposed to go to bed, boy, like an hour ago, and people keep coming after 2 hours, and we're talking food. So obviously we're doing something right tonight. But, hey,
look,
Sashi's back. Look. God damn it, Mark. Damn it, Mark. Here. This guy
the food
pops
man's
up.
here.
Sashi,
the food man's here.
Yes, mention food. Here he is.
So
yeah.
Look, as southern as Waffle House is, and as much as I love
sorry we got derailed, but Legatus, thank you for being here so much.
As much as I love the southern in me, and I love my Waffle House, don't get me wrong, I can do you one better than both Waffle House, IHOP, and Waffle House, IHOP, and Denny's. I can do you one better. You know what it is?
What?
Huddle House.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Cracker Barrel.
No, Huddle House is good. Huddle House
is off the chain.
Let me focus on the chat. Let me get caught up a second because I do want to bring something up since we're now on the Waffle House because I want to show y'all something about the extent of the Waffle House. But I've got to do it. But let me catch up. Jess said, "Should I mention my mom is in White Castle drive-thru getting a supper?" Been over for 100 years.
Yeah, I'm gonna be tired in the morning.
Yeah, Alan Jackson. Yeah. We mentioned food,
Yes,
Sashi. Absolutely.
I
So,
wasn't joking. I
yeah,
am born.
yeah,
I live in the town where Alan Jackson was born. I'm not gonna
yep.
say it out loud, but y'all can
And
Google it.
this is a good clarification for Small Town Republic. Yeah, Hardee's and Carl's Jr. are the same company. One's West, one's East. Crystal
Hmm.
White Castle are two separate companies.
No,
Yes.
they're not.
Yeah, they are. They're two separate. White Castle is different than Crystal. It
At
is
one
a
time,
different
they were
company.
together. They're.
Well,
I could have sworn.
they've always. I'd never heard of White Castle till you mentioned the Harold and Carmel thing.
Caramel, what?
God, Harold and Kumar, that damn movie. Max Redstone is thinking of Our Lady of Mississippi. You know,
No, 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 no.
gosh, no. Yes,
I'll pass on the organic ketchup.
yeah, found out better, but sometimes jalapeno cheese gives it a bit of spice. Oh god. Oh, Jess says that White Castle slider doesn't automatically come with ketchup. At least checking its listing. That's probably right. So give us another hour now. Well, Simply Steve, I did that one time when Max Redstone walked into the room. He's like, "Y'all quitting now?" And we went 2.5 hours later. Then so yeah, and Simply Steve, yes. Huddle House is a great place to go if you can. In New
Yes.
Jersey, we have no Hardee's or Jack in the Box. Jack is a
No,
good one
we
too.
don't. Yeah.
Marietta Diner. Have you heard of Marietta Diner, Atwood?
Heard of it? Haven't. Don't. I heard of it.
Yeah.
Haven't
Oh,
been,
Yeah,
but
in
I
New
heard.
Jersey, the home of the diner.
Yeah. Phantom has a Huddle House. We got small diners like mom and pop own ones too.
Oh, we do
so,
too.
yeah. So, Jess, yeah, I got to work in the morning, but you know what? I've stayed up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the
too.
morning doing these streams at night.
I
so,
gotta
hey.
work in the morning too. So
Yeah, Hungry and I went live at 2 o'clock one morning, or we started maybe. Who knows? But either way, we were ending streams at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I was like,
Hungry
yeah,
DM you at 2 o'clock in the morning. Hey,
Yeah,
hey, you want
yeah.
to go live?
yeah, sure, let's do it.
okay, so
Yeah, they
Crystal.
Okay, so
So-
buddy, that's happened a lot here. A lot of the Hardee's have been closing down, but I tell you what, Hardee's is now extended their breakfast hours to noon, which is a good move. They should be like Bojangles where they serve biscuits all day because I'll tell you,
Ooh,
I would
yeah.
go to Hardee's for a steak biscuit and their fries, but I'm not
That-
going for a hamburger. It's
That
different.
meant that might be a Florida thing because Hardee's around here is only till 11.
Wow.
No. I'm sorry, that's Whataburger. It is noon. You're right.
Sashi said White Castle went bankrupt in Malaysia, so
Whataburger.
churches-
Whataburger does 11 p.m. to 11 a.m., which is nothing.
Yeah, if you want 24
Oh.
hours here in Jersey, the only place is Denny's.
I've never been to Denny's.
just what are we gonna do with this kid? It's like just
I've never had one near me. So
All right.
the only one that was near me was I was too little to have ever
Mhm.
been. So
Although a lot of the diners here in Jersey are 24, so or at least
Yeah.
they're like till the wee hours of the morning.
So you don't have any. Obviously, this would have been before the sickie, but did y'all ever have 24-hour McDonald's or no?
We
There
did
was
for the longest time, but they
no
I
the
think
one, yeah, no,
we still do, but they limited them to the drive-throughs though.
yeah, no, the Jersey one's always closed at about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
See, that's crazy. We had at least like if the ones that I've been to, we would normally there'd be like one in each county that was 24, and the rest of them would be limited.
Yeah, well, we have Wawas all over the place that are 24 hours, so you can get a
So
sub
we
or
don't have
something
one.
there. Yeah,
We have Racetrack, Quick Trip, Loves. I love Loves, and Pilot.
we got Loves here. Yeah,
and Pilot, if you know what that is.
I've seen there's a Pilot on my way down to the campground all the time. Yeah,
The big ones we have are Pilot and Loves.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Pilot's like a get anything at 24
They're
hours.
the exact. They're the
Yeah.
exact same thing.
By the way,
And
let
what's
me
fun-
say hi real quick. Let me cut in real quick. Hey, I love Church's Chicken and Popeyes. Used to be in the same company, I guess, but yeah, I love both of those. So Jess has not had a Hardee's in 20 years. And hello, Pop Culture Republic. Hello to you.
Hey, what's
Great to
up?
see you.
And
Thanks
Hey,
for
the
hanging out with us.
Phantom Outsider. The only thing on Route 22 that I know that was 24 hours were the strip clubs.
Now this pissed me off here. They closed all of our standalone Bojangles. I have to go to a truck stop to get Bojangles nearby. It's ridiculous. And there's a truck stop that used to not sell the bone-in chicken. Or actually, I think the last time I went did not sell bone-in chicken.
Night, Mrs. Good night,
Oh,
Mrs.
yeah. Good night, Mrs.
Oh, she didn't answer earlier. So okay, well, I'll save the story for you for
Yes,
another day.
she
I'll
said
spend-
okay. She said no, and she didn't hear it.
I know, but I repeated myself after somebody came in talking catch up, so that was like a trigger thing. So
But
I wish we had more real Bojangles here. That ticked me off. But go ahead.
hey, next time you visit, we'll make it a thing to go to Bojangles. Okay. But what I was gonna say is the pilot that's near us has a Wendy's and a Subway inside of it.
Mm.
And then the Loves, get this, it's got an Arby's inside of it, but they're one of the only ones where Arby's sells breakfast. They actually sell breakfast.
Wow, that just seems weird. But I can't even get used to some of these other companies doing breakfast, Wendy's, and all that. Heard Food Talk had to chime in. Pop Culture Republic said Texas here, surrounded by good Mexican restaurants. No need for fast food places. I got you.
Funny thing, Dadman. All Wendy's do breakfast now, but our pilot.
No, I didn't say caramel. I biffed on something else. Harold and Kumar is what I said.
He did say caramel.
Thank you. I didn't say caramel.
Yes, you did. You did say
I
caramel.
didn't intend to. It just it's late. I'm Englishing not good, but yes. Well, thank you for being here to help me, Sashi. We appreciate it. So.
Hey, he's tired. He might actually start saying words correctly now, chat.
By the way, we got
how many times? How many times is that pooped out?
We now have it. We now have it on record. Now we can just. Now all we need to get him to say is pecan. That's all we got to get to. It's pecan.
Now you're gone. So, but just drive home safely. Hopefully you have no snow. And good night, Mrs. I hope you rest well. Thank you for being here.
You just got to get him to say pecan.
I'm not going to do that, dude.
Pecan.
Just wait. Just give it time,
Oregon.
Jack.
Yeah,
just
Grandma getting Grandma settled for the night. All right, tell Mom hello and good night. So yeah.
Oh, she's with Grandmama walking.
Yeah, that's why she's not here tonight. She's staying over with her. So
cool.
Just give it time, chat.
A&W and Long John Silver standalone places are all gone. They're combo places. I know. I love the standalone places.
Long John Silver's. Oh, we have a Long John Silver's and a Captain D's. I'm sorry, but I like Long John Silver's.
I agree. Their chicken is better, not that chicken tender crap. It's the chicken planks, And they gave you the crunchies. They actually went in on giving you the crunchies, not.
And did you know Crystal's is breakfast?
Yeah, I hate eggs though. So, but hey. Buddy loves Arby's too, so yeah, 24/7 diners. So yeah, let's see. Phantom said that there's one in Woodbridge and New Brunswick diners, 24-hour White Castle in Menlo Park. So
well, no wonder you can't say. Well, no wonder you can't say words right because you don't eat eggs. No wonder you can't say words right.
Well, Small Town Republic said a lot of Hardee's close at 2. That's smart. Mm-hmm. Hardee's used to be a lot more of an attractive place when they served fried chicken. Do you remember when they served fried chicken and biscuits? That when they took that off, I mean, there are too many hamburger places around. I mean, I don't think of hamburgers when I think Hardee's. I think biscuits, handmade biscuits. What about y'all?
The Wendy's I have 2 Hardee's near me, but the one I used to go to, I kind of left a bad taste in my mouth because they always would burn my biscuit. And I mean, when I say burn, I mean like charcoal burn, like charcoal.
What burns my biscuits?
Flame
about 3 foot high.
Well, I would always get a sausage and cheese biscuit. The sausage was good, the cheese was good, but the biscuit was always charred to hell. So it just left a bad taste in my mouth. So we started going to McDonald's. So
yeah.
Okay, but y'all, I was supposed to be in bed an hour ago. I am taking my butt to bed.
we'll go to bed. We're still going to go live for a little bit longer. But Atwood, thanks for joining us tonight.
Yes, awesome,
Goodbye.
dude. Awesome. It's
No, no,
always
no,
great
no,
when
no,
you're
no,
here,
no,
man.
no.
Love
Do
it.
not thank me for being here. Thank you for inviting me.
All right. Well, hey, it all happens random. I take everything day by day, moment by moment. But hey, thanks for joining us for a bit tonight.
I may rag. Listen, I may rag on the South, because I'm from the North, but I'm a Southern person at heart, man. I love my Southern brothers and sisters.
That's
See,
okay. That's okay. We talk smack about y'all too, so it's all good.
Yeah, no. But see, my ultimate excuse is like Dave says here. It's the dead mayonnaise language. So when I'm on voice chat, yeah.
Okay,
Dad
bye.
mayonnaise. Bye. Take
All right,
care.
good night, brother.
And yeah, we miss the cafeteria restaurants, Piccadilly, Morrison's. Yeah, it just
May chaos break the rules that bind, my friends.
All right, take care, Atwood. Good night. All right. But yeah, but the only problem the cafeteria restaurants got to be so expensive for so little food. I mean, truly portion sizes on those were like shot glasses for the sides, the vegetables and all.
Yep.
So I'm trying to find a map real quick because I am like
love maps. I'm a map person.
I am trying. I used to find a. Ooh, wait.
Oh God, Fallout Dave.
What did he say now?
I mentioned ragging on the South. He said after that story, don't say rag.
Yes. Oh, Church's Chicken is known as Texas Chicken in the rig. Nice connection, Fallout Dave. Nice connection. Oh, with that. Yeah, exactly. If you were not here earlier, then you don't ask. So, yeah, just check 24. They had, the staffing issues was a big thing. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Though. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, I agree. This is one reason why I am not. Well, I lately with all that's going on, I've had to eat out. Unfortunately, and it's forced us to have to eat more, which spends more money, which is not good, Yep. But you have to do what you have to do sometimes. But they just
no, he's not wrong. It's one of the reasons why and California set the trend. Damn, California set the trend where they were hiking the pay for fast food workers at like burger joints, at such astronomical prices that you can't afford to go. You might as well go to these sit down places because the fast food places are just as expensive now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm kind of like Buddy there. I prefer to go to the local places than chains.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. And you get better service, and the folks there, since the turnover rate is not as high at those places, they will remember you. You will become like people they welcome into their establishments.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Exactly. I am trying to find the stupid map, and I found it one time. I need to bookmark it because it talks about all. Oh.
Phantom Outsiders talking about diners on Easton Avenue is not very far from the Rutgers from Rutgers campus. You can get to College Avenue, which runs right through. There, I'm telling you, there are plenty of places open 24 hours still where after you stumble out of the college bars, you can find good stuff to eat.
Oh yeah, see,
I wish in the morning, but
we'll have to do this conversation again when the missus is here because I know she likes talking about this in diners and stuff like that. We got the world's oldest in Florida down in Palaco. You people hear me talk about, and Lorena and I joke about Palaco all the time, and it's like state's oldest diner, and it's just like it serves the 1 pound hamburger. But oh my god, the last time that I went back, it was like $16 for the burger. I'm like,
wow,
what the hell?
Wow,
I
good
mean,
Lord.
But it's a small dump and a dining. They used an old dining car. I mean, it's crowded as anything. So it's like, yeah.
Yep. I'm telling you, if you're talking diners, this Jersey is the home of the. I mean, that's where it was exported from. I mean, that's why the movie Diner takes place in Jersey. There's a reason for that.
Thank you for heckling me, Sashi. Although going to have lunch. See you guys. Learn to cook, Dadman. Nice. And yeah, $20 minimum wages do not help with anything.
No.
But let me show this map real quick. And then we were going to close with where in the USA, and now we branched out into something else.
Wow.
But
Is
yeah,
is that location of
this is not the map that I wanted, but because there was a real Waffle House one that was better scripted.
Okay.
But you can see how the Waffle Houses are located, especially like Atwood said, up in there in the Northwest Georgia part. I mean, look at it, it's there. Small Town Republic was talking about 4 within 15 miles, and it's not kidding. We've got at least 3 within a 10-mile radius here.
Wait a minute, that huge concentration where it goes from red to like white because it's so concentrated. That's in Tennessee, yeah.
Actually, no, it's just south now, closer to the Atlanta area, which I believe Atlanta might be their headquarters. So,
wow, that is brutal.
But look, we give JT Kirk a hard time because he'd like to try Waffle House, but he's got to go to Ohio to get there.
Yeah.
Closest one's in Toledo. So you've got them up there. It looks like
we got one here in Jersey, yeah.
Well, looks okay. Well, we can take a look at that in a second, but see more in Delaware, like around Philly. But yeah, I mean, up and down Florida. Look, they parallel the I-4 corridor here, and I-10 here, and then of course a couple in Austin, and then far west is Arizona. Up towards the north is up near Denver. Wow, that is crazy. So. Our friends in the Northwest, y'all don't get the glory and the beauty of what is known as Waffle House. No, go to bed. You're supposed to go to bed. You're going to pay for it in the morning.
Even when he leaves, he can't leave.
No, he doesn't. He keeps coming back. So go to bed. Our signal misses on you. That's a lot of dots. Yeah. So the Phantom Outsider said there was one Waffle House in Flemington, but they closed it. It was Doe's. Now there's a Chipotle.
Oh, Flemington. Yeah. I know where Flemington is. Yeah.
And Buddy said they last had Waffle House in Indiana and Ohio back in 2018. That is a while. So that is quite a ways, quite a time. I'm bringing this down because let's see. I can actually figure out by state. So let me type in a state and let me see. New Jersey. Let me say New Jersey. No, we don't serve their kind here. Kind of like the Star Wars cantina. So
yeah, we're like droids. We don't serve that kind here.
Exactly. So let's see. I'm just plugging in here in New Jersey. So
what does that say about New Jersey where even Waffle Houses won't come here?
Go to bed, Chucky. Oh, let's stick the misses on you. Oh my God, it's taking forever to locate a Waffle House in New Jersey.
Yeah, no, we have a bunch of IHOPs. So.
Yeah, I tell you what, Stunning recommended their burgers once, and I actually had when we were on that trip to Yellowstone. We enjoyed IHOP's burgers. Yeah. It's still not bringing up friggin' New Jersey.
I don't know about this. See, if I go to IHOP, I'm getting breakfast. If I'm going to Pizza Hut, I'm getting pizza. If I'm going to Taco Bell, I'm not getting pizza at Taco Bell. I'm going to a pizzeria. I'm not going to IHOP to get burgers. I'm going to Wendy's or Burger King. I mean, good Lord, stay in your lane, folks.
Well, I tell you what, it truly is not getting to New Jersey. It's
nope.
It's stuck on a search, and it's like, oh well, here we go. Well, you know what? Dang it! I hate this map because I want it to.
Yeah, I've never seen a Waffle House in Jersey.
There we go. All right. So I changed the search to state. So it's still.
I googled Waffle House in New Jersey, and the AI tells me there are no Waffle Houses locations in New Jersey. The closest is Dover, Delaware.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, see, even this map is having trouble. It's the Waffle House official map too. They're like, but yeah,
Yep.
Well, you could drive down to Dover. It looks like a nice little-
Middletown, Delaware, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and Newark, Delaware are the 3 closest in Jersey.
Which one is the closest though? In terms
Oh,
of town?
that's Middletown, Delaware.
Oh, I see it on the map. So yeah,
Yeah.
is that would that be a hard drive?
That would be. Let me see. That would be from where I'm at. That would be. I'll give you in a second. That would be an hour and 12 minutes from me.
Well, hey, it's not bad.
Yep.
Oh
yep.
gosh, Small Town Republic said just realized Grok can calculate Waffle House proximities. Yes. Yeah. There's a Nasty's Waffle House 24/7 in Plainfield on Park Avenue, but no anyone would go there at night or alone.
Yeah. No. I wouldn't go to Plainfield for marijuana, much less waffles. Good Lord.
But he said the IHOP is good where he is. Pop Culture Republic said, been a while. Remember IHOP pretty good where he is. Yeah. 2 orders of nacho fries and a Coke. Jess only has to go 120 miles to Avon, Indiana, or 130 to Plainfield, Illinois. So, hey. Well, hey, if you ever want a long road trip one day, it's worth the ride as long as your traffic ain't too bad. So, but it'll be fun. And
I told you as I transverse once in a while, between my new home down in South Jersey and back to the old neighborhood in Central Jersey, as I go up the Parkway, so I see a billboard every time. It says, "Turn around, you passed the last location 500 and some miles behind you for a Buc-ee's." They always try to turn me back for a Buc-ee's.
It's a thing. It's a thing. Miss and I, we were on that one of these road trips, and we it's coming back from Huntsville. We went around our ass to get our elbow to get a Buc-ee's, So it was quite crazy, but yeah, it's really, really good. So, Jess says we're talking Illinois drivers in Indiana. Traffic is bad or confusing. Gotcha. I must have been in the abandoned part of Indiana because where we were, it was out more rural. We stayed away from the Indianapolis area. So that was neat. Yep, Buc-ee's is a thing. You Texans started it. So so all right. Well, I think I'm about wound down. We're at 2.5 hours. That's so funny. We're another 45 minutes later. That's what was really, really cool. So let's we'll start to wrap up because you and I are back at it tomorrow night, just the two of us.
Sir.
So we're gonna talk to West a little more about himself. Talk about what he likes, those type of things. Maybe if he's got a funny post office story or two that he can share that he's comfortable with, or and of course I got to remember because it's been a while since I've done the chill chat because I've been wanting a true chill chat in that sense because I got a set of random questions that I want to do to kind of structure it. So, we're wrapping up Pop Culture Republic. Thank you for coming by though tonight. Absolutely. But other than that, Wes, you got anything going on right now?
No. Like I said, I will from time to time appear on other YouTuber streams. Dadman's usually Wednesday.
Did you want
Friday.
me to share this? Did you want me to share the screen?
Yeah, this is Buc-ee's. Absolutely.
Yes. That's too funny.
Yeah, I saw this meme. I was like, yeah, well.
And they really do have those signs like you got Daytona Beach or St. Augustine or you got the name of the city that they're attached to. So
absolutely, yeah. I'm gonna have to wait until I go visit my brother again down there in Florida. To maybe see a Buc-ee's. Last time I was there, we spent our time outside his house visiting St. Augustine and the fort and the town there. We had lunch in the town and stuff. And driving back, we passed all those those elaborate homes, with all the trees with the moss hanging down and everything. Really beautiful. Right. Absolutely beautiful.
It's just crazy. I'll have to tell you a story tomorrow night. We'll talk about Buc-ee's a little bit. I had to tell you about the story the first time we went to one in St. Augustine. It's like couldn't find the damn exit right the way they built it. It's stupid. I think if Fallout Dave's been there, he might understand what I'm talking about. Yeah. So So join us tomorrow night. I've got plans.
Got plans. Excellent.
Yeah. All right. Give me 1 second.
No problem. Yes, it's gonna be interesting tomorrow. Yeah, it should be a good time.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see. I'm communicating with a future stream. Sorry.
No problem. That's all cool. Yeah.
Multitasking, and I can't type and talk. I'm trying to learn how to type and talk better.
I think you do a pretty good job. I've seen you talking. And then all of a sudden you bang in the chat something that somebody was talking about. I'm like, man, the man's pretty good. Not bad.
No, it drives people at work crazy. Like,
yeah,
what?
It's not easy. It's not easy.
I like, it's like, how did you see that? I mean, I actually do reviews and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, what about this? And they're like, good call, but it's all good. So we're going to go ahead and shut down. We're at 2:35. Really? Oh gosh. Jess says Indian Lights Turnabout, Dadman. The one I dealt with once 10 years ago was confusing. 2 different roads with the same name going off of it. If you're talking about a roundabout, I think it should be made illegal in this country because I hate the damn son of a guns.
Yeah.
They put them on a street in our town that's like 12 feet wide. And they put them in intersections where you're either going to hit the car part too close to the corner or you're going to hit the damn curb thing that they put in the middle. It's just crazy.
Yeah, they call them different things in different states. Sometimes they call them roundabouts. Sometimes they call them rotary. Sometimes they call them circles. In Jersey, they're all circles. And nobody, you know what? God love them, but they can't. Nobody can navigate them. Nobody.
They got one here that is so screwed up. There's so much damn concrete. I'm amazed people are not driving over them at night because they're not well lit and stuff. And it's like, am I supposed to be on the inside, outside, or whatever else? So,
good Lord! I saw there was I forget what channel it was on. I saw it was like posts of just insane accidents. Somebody went through a circle or a roundabout. They came straight through. They went literally airborne over the center part because they did not turn around the circle. Nope. They just went over the whole thing airborne like Evel Knievel. It was amazing.
That's awesome. I think people are giving us the hint. Night, everyone. Bye-bye. Yeah. It's like, take care of you. Oh, then Jess feeds right into it. She's back to the Waffle House. By Indianapolis was where I dealt with that. Forgot what it was called. At least Illinois did. I agree with you. They should be banned in this country. I hate roundabouts.
Yeah.
But on that note, we're gonna give it a rest tonight. You guys take care. Join West of me tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. It will be fun. Thank you for putting the Mrs. Link. Make sure you still also subscribe here. We'll have a 700 subscriber stream at some point. Looking forward to that. But of course, thanks to the Mrs. for congrats to the Mrs. for getting going and getting monetized. But I like how we've also said, don't forget the Ko-fi account too, because that's a good way to actually donate to your streamer, to whoever you want to support, where they keep more of the money. But on that note, thank you for your support for her. Thank you for making her birthday really, really wonderful. And Tom F., I don't know why you're still awake. People have asked me that. Jess asked me, don't you have to go to work in the morning? I said, yes. But, I've done these streams to 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I think Wes is good for it, but
I'm always good. It's always good.
I know. But I probably need to get some sleep these days because, like I said, I need to get back to the game streams, the old retro games. I miss sports, but there's just too many moving parts right now. Anyway, but hey, join us tomorrow night. We'll be live again with Wes Cagle with a one-on-one where we're focused on him. After that, it's going to be random for whatever because I don't know what streaming will be like after. Mrs. will be on pretty much something of a schedule, we believe still. But hey, Just get those notifications on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter at DadmanWalking55 so you know when I go live. Everybody, take care. Thank you for putting the Ko-Fi link there too. Thank you, everybody. Y'all have a wonderful night, and we will catch you later. 3, 2, 1. Now we made 2 hours, 39 minutes. All right. Catch y'all guys later because I like nice round numbers. Bye, all.
Later.